Boys and girls.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So, how gay we getting today, dude?
I mean...
We about to Hawk Tuah on some stuff?
Well, had to throw it in there. Had to.
I mean, by now, that's pretty old. Did you hear what she's trying to do? She's trying to, like...
Oh, she, like, quit her job, moved to L.A. and shit. Like,
Yeah.
she's really going
She
the whole
went
nine.
with an agency.
Yeah.
She's trying to do a show,
Because
podcast.
Zach Bryan brought her on to his show,
that.
like, 2 days ago.
Yeah, I saw
and
it.
she
I
did a
saw it on
podcast
stage.
with this girl, and, like, she was like,
Yeah,
no, I'm quitting
Bree.
everything. And I'm like, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, it's crazy.
It's wild. That's like, you can do that nowadays.
But what is she trying to do?
Exactly.
Like, what's the show? Like, what is
I don't.
it?
Her
Apparently-
whole thing was
Hawk
her.
Tuah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Her whole thing was just her being funny, I guess, in that one moment.
I think she could be added into, like, a universe of things like Barstool, but I don't think she in herself can stand alone as a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
She's
That'd
gonna
be
need
like
some
the,
support.
got him! He can't do a whole
Right.
thing by himself.
She's limited 100%.
He's got to be part
already.
of something. She isn't Drewski.
Yeah.
She
That wasn't a skit for her. That was just like her trying to be funny on the street, and it went somewhere.
Yeah, like, you got to be careful when you're being funny. Like,
But she's the first one that I've seen like openly come out and be like, "Oh no, I quit my job already, and like I'm moving to LA
Yeah, that's
to like
crazy.
pursue it." Like most of the people are like, "Oh, I do stand up, I do skits,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a writer, producer." She was just like, "No, I had one funny clip, dude, and I'm running."
Dude, and what's even wilder about that is, like, the guy who was doing it.
She's more famous than him now.
Yeah, like, by leaps and
Yeah.
bounds. Nobody even knows who the guy was.
Yeah.
No clue who that is.
I just remember seeing the hand.
I see his videos a lot. They're cringy because he just goes and just asks sex questions on the street at like college
Feel
bars
like
and stuff like that.
Hundreds
Like
of people do that.
80%
Oh,
of the street guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're just like, "Oh, body count," and I'm like, "You're like 32.
Right.
Quit doing that."
High value man.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just all.
yeah.
Two
What's the
questions.
craziest thing you've ever done in bed? And then
Yeah.
it's like, you want to get out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Right.
dude.
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, am I your type? And I'm like, that's so...
Yeah.
Hey,
What would
that's a
you rate
weird
me?
thing to
Yeah.
say to
What,
someone.
yeah. What would you rate me?
You're not
It'd
going
be
to
like,
believe
you know,
what
it'd
she
be like
said.
rating someone like 1 through 10.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
So,
What's going on?
side story here. So we won't say any names, obviously, but me and him went to school with some guy, right?
Okay.
And he was a really good friend of ours, like in high school. Like, we graduated in 2016, and he graduated in 2014. Yeah, he was like 2 years. He was 2 years older than us, right? Cool dude. He played offensive line, maybe like 320 at the time, 5'5", just a big circular dude. He was cool as shit. Anyways, high school's over with. We kind of lose touch with him over the years or whatever. He ends up going to jail and stuff like that. And then like recently we saw him like on the side of the road like talking to himself. Like he's like strung out on drugs now. Lost all the weight. Super skinny. He's skinnier than you now, and he was like super massive.
Hey, appreciate that.
So-
Weird time to throw a compliment, but
Yeah.
strung out on drugs, kind of skinny like
I'll
you.
tell you.
Yeah, he's
Man,
skinnier than you.
That means a lot.
So he we didn't have him on Facebook anymore, so he's out of the blue just sent him like a booty pic, like on Facebook, like out of the blue, and was just like,
He likes men now. We should clarify.
Oh,
that.
word.
Oh, so
I didn't know if it
his
was like
butt.
the drugs.
Yeah, his.
Oh,
So he like
okay.
liked some of my like a
It
picture.
might be. It
I
might
just,
be like a Tiger King situation, you know.
so yeah, he like
yeah.
liked the picture
Like Brandon.
that I just like posted. I was like, oh okay, that's what's his name, and then I get like a message like a couple hours later, and I didn't open it at first, and I opened it, and it's like him, like butt naked, like
I mean, I got to see the photo.
in a mirror.
Dude.
And he's like, I miss you, dude. And then he was like, oh yeah, and I'm blah blah blah. And I'm like,
No, dude, you're kind of. The first thing you said was, "I'm gay."
he says,
okay, yeah, that's
says,
what he said.
"I'm gay as fuck, ain't it? I miss you."
He said, "I'm gay.
Oh, wow.
Miss you though." And
And
Jam.
so
I
I
thought-
took this as okay,
fuck?
that's weird.
Well, no, that's what gay people. You know, a gay
See,
guy
I
would
thought you were
text
going to say, like, he was going to pull the thing where he's like, oops, wrong person.
No.
And then wait, like,
So
so.
he was shooting a shot.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay.
Shooting a shot.
And more background from it. Like we were all good friends,
We were
and
really-
I have not
we
talked
were
to this
really
man
good
in like
buddies.
10 years. I'm like, okay, that's super weird. I didn't think anything of it. I got made fun by these guys the whole time, and I was like, LOL, miss you too, dude. And like, then he said, one out of
LOL, dude.
Yeah.
Miss you, man.
How are
yeah,
you?
so I got all that flack from them, and it was funny. And then he was like 1 out of 10, and I was like, okay. And then I just
wanted
didn't
him to
reply.
rate
rate his booty pic.
I took it as like how much I miss you or whatever. I was like, yeah.
So
well, I'm
he
not
probably
replying
would have
now.
said 10.
He's trying to get out of it. He's like,
Yeah,
I mean,
he
a
said,
10
how
for
much you-
sure.
Yeah.
And he goes, how much I missed you.
And so I sent it to them. They're like, and they thought it was hilarious.
We just wonder why he responded.
I just
Yeah,
don't
the
know
whole
why
thing
you
was
Dude,
why
you-
you respond.
You should have hit back like, did you smash?
Bro, I would not have responded. And he was like a really, really, really good friend of ours. Like I would say almost in our best friend group, like back in the day.
Yeah.
And then to see him like where he's at now is like crazy because he grew up in a nice household. Like parents were military. Like,
Sometimes no
never had money.
resistance creates like a bigger problem than
Bro,
all the
and
resistance in the world.
dude, it was like he was so funny. He was so cool. He was so dope. We loved the hang. There's still vines of us probably out there of like. We all used to hang out and shit, just make vines all
Vine
day.
day.
This was back in Vine Day, so it was
back
just
in
like,
there.
all right, cool. And then he did, because he requested to follow me on Facebook like a few days before that, and I declined it. I said, dude, I don't.
You would have been the first victim.
Yeah, he would have got me. He wanted to get me. Yeah.
He would have
I
got
think,
you.
hey,
Bro, and the crazy thing is, I just remembered this. You remember when I first got dreads? He used to retwist them in Mariah's living room. You remember that?
hey, I feel like you're right on the edge.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be hard to just,
telling
hey,
you.
just for a
But-
night,
Like,
brother.
So many people think he would
He
have
just picked the wrong boy.
Bro, he never tried.
Oh, you sound disappointed.
Yeah.
he didn't even honestly
he
try at
didn't.
all.
I wasn't his type, obviously.
Austin goes, I mean, he didn't even like.
Yeah, he didn't want any of this, you know.
Yeah.
But no, it was just super, super, super funny and super weird.
You're like, buddy, I would wreck
yeah,
you.
but that's the
You
first.
couldn't
Yeah,
handle
that's the
it.
first person I've been like friends with that I'm like, oh, this is what they mean by like when you graduate high school, like check yourself in 10 years and see where your friends are.
Word.
Because he's the first one where I've been like, I really can't talk to, like, you're genuinely like a crackhead on the street. Because you always wonder, like, how do people end up on the street? How do they end up, like, homeless and stuff like that? And to see it like that, like, oh, this was a good guy, a good dude, graduated, got a scholarship. Like, life was kind of set, more or less. And then he's just, like, on drugs.
Yeah,
and he's
that's
just, like,
crazy.
on the street talking to himself for no reason. And you're just like, oh, that's how drugs. Like, it's really simple. Because a few years ago, he had, like, posted, he, like, created, like, a porn account, a Pornhub account. And he was just like, I was like, okay, what the fuck is this going on, dude? And this is, like, before he, like, got arrested and everything like that. I was like, all right, he's fucking weird.
Dude, it
now.
it's honestly wild when somebody close to you or like in your vicinity, because this happened between us. Like,
Who started porn out of y'all?
not
Oh,
us
my
two, but people we know, and then you're just like, you know, exploring and stuff.
Well, yeah.
And like you see, and you're like, well, they look
You're
familiar. You almost kind of look like
Is that Joe?
that is that person.
Yeah.
Did he
crazy.
have a hammer on him when you saw him?
Wasn't a guy.
It wasn't-
Oh, it was a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's par for the course now.
But no.
It
Hold
wasn't
on.
like- this was like a long time ago. This was
Also-
in like 2017 or whatever.
Oh, this was
And this
before.
wasn't like the whole OnlyFans thing. This was like
And
with
it-
another actress that is like
Oh, they're on.
Hey,
gigantic.
also,
Oh, they got a
Really?
production
So it was
going
like
on.
hey,
Cloud,
guess what?
yeah.
Also, they're not doing small pawn stuff to this day.
Yeah.
Huge with huge names.
Yeah,
huge production.
But it was like one of
Was
those.
she from here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
I
I think she went to the same school.
I mean, hey, wouldn't it just boost her numbers? What are we doing?
I don't know, man. I'm just.
You just want to?
I mean, she
out
does. She does it. What's
And
her
she does.
name?
Yeah, she does.
What's her name?
Maybe she didn't go to. Maybe she didn't go to our school.
Oh,
I
she
don't
at
think
least
Was
was
she
employed in the area.
whose age?
yeah.
Whose age group? Our
She
age
would
group
be
or
mine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
she went to
24 or 25.
she went to West Tech.
I don't know. Maybe. Or
I feel like we're
she-
doing a murder mystery, and I already know the murderer.
Okay,
Like,
but
what the fuck is
I mean,
going on?
obviously y'all can bleep the name. So what's the name?
I mean, do we even need to bleep the
I don't
name?
think we need to bleep the name. We're giving her free
Famous.
promotion.
Her-
No free shout out.
her
What do they say?
actress
Yeah, give
name-
that. Give that.
Her actress name is Aria Banks. Is who it is.
And go ahead if you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just take
we
a
knew that
gander.
was happening.
Yeah, just take a gander. But yeah, and it came out of like I think I was on Instagram one day and like scrolling on Instagram.
No, yeah, sure, take credit.
I really think that's what happened.
No,
And
I
was
ain't let you know about it.
What? Are you? Oh, maybe
I didn't find it on Instagram. It was a whole different website.
It was
I
something
was like,
else for
brother,
me.
this.
That's crazy because you had your whole setup. You were lotioned up, ready to go. And you're
Yeah.
like, man, this the homie.
And you know what's weird? Yeah, I'm like, because like the crazy thing is, she was so unbelievably down to earth and not. I wouldn't say quiet, but she was like
Yeah, but I know what you're saying. Like very
not what you would assume to be
Yeah, did not expect
doing
that.
like exercises
all.
like that. You know, group exercise.
Yeah.
Group exercises.
Yeah. It was
the picture. He just. That's awesome.
yeah, you're right. Only hogs. I don't know her.
Whoa, okay. I don't know that website. But yeah, dude, it was crazy. Like when you find stuff like that, dude.
I don't want to see that stuff.
Damn.
Actually, like, dude, it's honestly, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Did you watch it though?
I mean, you
did. All right.
literally,
You can't.
she's so
Legally,
big that
you
she
can't.
comes up on the
Legally,
feed like
legally, you can't.
Not. Yeah.
Was she like a homie of y'all's or just somebody y'all knew from
she
about?
worked for us.
She worked. Yeah.
Have you spoken to her since?
No. I mean, I'm not gonna reach out. I think.
Hey, saw your work.
Hey,
Glad to see you're doing well.
Yeah.
The
Some
third act,
some
my
pointers.
favorite
Some
by far.
pointers.
Yeah, crushing it.
What's the dude's name? Now that we're talking.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, no. I mean, obviously the OnlyFans is like a thing now, so it's like
Yeah.
a lot of people I know like started, but you can see it's like they get fired from the job or something. It's like, oh, I'm selling coochie now, and it's just like, oh.
I feel like it's a much easier transition now than it was whenever that happened. what,
Here's
8
a
years, 7
good
years ago or
question
whatever?
because the old OnlyFans used to be basically being a stripper.
Yeah.
So what is nowadays considered worse? Because back in the day, you would look at a stripper and you'd be like, ugh. But OnlyFans, I feel like, is not looked at like that. It's looked a little like higher than that. You're looked at like, well, she's making money and it's not gonna last, but at least she's doing her thing. She's independent. Like I feel like still to this day, stripping kind of still
but at
is
what
getting the
cost?
lower.
Yeah.
Are you being independent?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, now I
it's
guess
not really independent because you're dependent on dudes.
You're still dependent on men. Just
Yeah.
to make-
Yeah, and people
yeah.
underestimate
Well, now
how
you don't have to see 'em.
involved you got to be.
Right, yeah.
Like it's not just posting pictures.
I know a girl who would like put sexy pictures up as if like the OnlyFans was some sexy stuff. She's on there painting. Fully
dude,
dressed.
Craig has
or
instructions on there.
cooking a meal or something.
Yeah.
Really?
But you already paid for the month.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
You already
No,
paid.
this is-
I don't know if that's all that his is, but he definitely has instructions on there.
Generalized rash guards are the OnlyFans rash guards, and
I think
Yeah.
that's got to be like a play into like
I
you'll
know
check
he
it out.
did some weird stuff over there when he was in Thailand.
Oh yeah.
Dude, hey, and is there a Gabby video out there?
Gabby who?
Gabby Garcia?
Oh,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I know
Might
that's
be.
a rumor, but like, dude,
He's really gonna
do
fight
that
her.
for the money.
He's really gonna fight her.
No, I know that,
Yeah.
but they say Craig is joking around like if he loses, he's gonna release a sex tape with her. And
Yeah.
they've already filmed it.
Yeah,
Did you
I
know?
don't doubt Craig Jones would do that.
I think he would totally.
think- He
I
would
think
totally
he
do
would
that.
for the story. At least get a little stabby.
Yeah, but she
I
looks
think
crazy.
she would be the one getting.
Dude, have you seen her
She
now?
looks
Did you see her
crazy.
very last post? Go on Instagram right now. Go look at her very last post. She is bottomless, just wearing a bra, but it's like turned to an angle and it's blurred, so you just see her hand holding like a gold dollar bill.
She's built like
She is crazier now. She's
Yeah.
like diced.
well, because you can do roids and they don't really.
Yeah, but her
care.
body looks made.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you can get there.
You know who Craig Jones is?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do
It's-
you spell
yes.
her name?
Gabby, Gabi.
Not where I went. Honestly.
GABBY.
I mean, that's not a far stretch either.
Yeah.
because she also fought MMA, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's
And
still doing
what
it.
promotion was it?
I think it was Pride, or you did Ryzen. I think at the time you saw that last one. It's kind of a weird one. It's like, what are you
Yeah,
promoting like
it's-
Bitcoin or something?
Yeah. That's odd.
And then I went into her
Odd
links. I was
post.
like, does she have an OnlyFans? Because like now would be the time to capitalize
She does,
on like.
doesn't she?
I couldn't find anything.
Oh, I thought she did.
No, I didn't see anything.
A lot of them do. Well, because they don't get paid that much at that level, so it's like
This is the thing. If you are gonna cash in, and this is like, I'm putting everybody on game. If you're gonna do an OnlyFans, for sure, like build it up. Like you're gonna do a like super dirty OnlyFans. Like if we dropped like sucking each other off
Oh,
or
she
something.
definitely has.
So when we actually drop, it's just pictures of our feet or something. People are gonna buy it at least once
oh yeah,
because they're gonna be like, "Are they sucking each other's dicks?
yeah,
This is crazy."
Out here sucking.
And then they just see the feed, they unsubscribe. We still got your money once. What's
yeah,
up?
once a month, yeah. Yeah, I just, dude,
It's a cash grab. That's all it is.
I don't know how dudes are that horny to like buy it. I mean, I get women get their money, get your bread.
This
honey.
is the thing
But
that might
being
like,
a dude, it's like because you have to go in there like enter your card information. It's not an app. This is a damn website you have to go to.
for OnlyFans.
Yeah, so you have to like go and
Yeah.
enter in your.
Accidentally slip
Yeah,
up
you don't
into
accidentally.
that.
There's like 18 steps
Yeah,
to put
you
your
don't
card
fall
information. So he's like, damn.
Eyeball verification.
Yeah, he's like, while it's in the car, Face ID.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you're that horny to where you want to see this person naked that you're going to go spend some bread on it. And it's just
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird.
The
man. It's
thing
a
I
weird
think
thing.
that's gonna push people towards OnlyFans is that I don't know what the fuck is going on the internet, but like all the porn sites are like requiring an age now.
Oh, dude,
So-
I just tried to look at that girl you told me, and it wanted me to put in my license information.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
Yeah,
are
unless you're on Wi-Fi, you have to like basically just put in your license information
Yeah.
and state
Are
the
you
show above it. I
serious?
swear to God.
See, but I've never had a VPN.
What the
But
fuck?
apparently, you can do like anything in the fucking world on a VPN. You can get
That's
free
what they say.
UFC pay-per-views because you're in England.
Yeah.
You can do all sorts. But is that real?
We had it back in high school because the high school Wi-Fi wouldn't let you access like Instagram
that.
unless you had a VPN.
Well, like when I was in the military, you go to like a different country, you like definitely need to use a VPN. 'cause-
Do they like give you any sort of discount in the military for a VPN? Because it's like a
No.
security thing.
Yeah, well, they just say like, hey, you probably shouldn't get one if you're gonna go out in town and like be on Wi-Fi, like a coffee shop's Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah.
So we all got one just because we didn't want our stuff to get stolen or there's hackers
that's
everywhere.
wild.
So yeah,
That's really something I guess you don't think about.
Yeah,
Like,
back in the
unless
day
you're
it was
over there and they're like,
yeah.
hey, watch out for this shit.
because I didn't know like until like 2 or 3 years ago that like certain countries like dictate what's on their platforms, like Netflix included. Like
Yeah.
like in certain countries there's no gay movies on there. Like you can't go over there and watch Brokeback
like the show
Mountain.
Vikings. When I was trying to watch that, y'all were telling me about it. I was like, I can't even get this in America. I gotta put it. I'm in England right now.
Well,
Yeah.
wasn't it like for a while Oppenheimer wasn't showing in Japan?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So is Bridgerton?
That one adds up.
What about
That one adds
Bridgerton?
up.
I wouldn't want to.
I could see that.
What about Bridgerton or Paddington? Is that just like
Bridgerton is on Netflix.
Yeah, but is that
Bridgerton's
just
on
called
there.
like Bear and Down the Street? Because that's just
Oh.
like
Ah, yeah.
Do they have sex on that show?
Bridgerton. We still never got to
Apparently
it. On the
it's-
next episode that comes out, we ask about that, and we never got to the bottom of it. I think it's a sex show.
Yeah, when
I know it's like early English-ish type of show.
Yeah.
Like big
They're probably
skirts
like,
and dresses.
I'm hitting it, isn't it? They're doing shit like that.
Isn't
It's
it,
not
bro?
like
Oh,
I'll
no.
be cooking dinner in the kitchen, and my wife will be watching. I'm like, what is on the TV?
Yeah.
it's got to be like some English version of like Sex in the City. Have you watched Sex in the City? You see some
Not me.
shit on that shit.
Dude, I ain't gonna
My
lie. When
mom
I
used to watch that shit back in the day.
when I was younger, I thought like, oh, that was porn.
Yeah.
I said,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
it was on channel like 308. I said, dude, I'm
Dude,
finna watch me some
Skinamax,
porn tonight.
fucking-
And it was not sex. I
Bro.
said, dude,
Dude.
I'm been waiting here for 30 minutes.
I was-
Ain't nothing happening.
Dude, when I was a kid.
By then, you're invested in the story.
Yeah, you're like, what is
You're like,
happening?
Sheila, fuck her, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
When I was a kid, dude, I was so sheltered. Like my mom used to watch that, and if you would come out while she's watching the show, she would be like, "Get the fuck back here!" Like she would like lose it because it even had the word sex in it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was like, "Damn."
I
So
want-
that's why, it, like, even as a kid, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is definitely."
Oh, dude, I
this
thought it
bad
was.
shit.
I thought it was just
There's
straight
some
up
shit
like.
going on.
I thought it was straight up like just sex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sex in the City. We're dumb guys.
Because
Yeah,
late
yeah,
at night, dude, that
absolutely.
was the only form of like. Because before you had like a phone back, you know, like phone like you can get online and stuff like that, dude. It was like cable porn you were
Yeah.
watching, like late at night with
Catching
with,
glimpses.
with Nickelodeon as the last channel, and it's just like,
Right.
oh, if somebody comes out, you hit last and play sleep a little bit. But
Dude,
yeah, it
I
was
remember
crazy.
my parents. I was at my best friend at the time, Grant's house, and his parents rented from Blockbuster. They got what is the Deuce Bigelow Male Gigolo? Is that the name of the first one?
You talking about Animal?
No, that movie. It's like Deuce Bigelow Male Gigolo.
I thought it was called Animal with the dude from he's always in Adam Sandler's movies.
Yeah, Rob Schneider, but that's a
I think that's
Rob Schneider, yeah. Rob
Animal
Schneider.
is a movie in itself.
But I think
Okay.
that's the name of it.
No, that's the name of it because he's
But
like
they have more
he's
than
like-
one, so I
he's like-
didn't know if that was the first
He's
one.
like
as well
part
as-
animal or something like that, and he's like can communicate with animals. And
That's
all that
still
weird
the
stuff.
animal,
Thinking of a
though.
different, yeah, you're
Yeah,
talking
you
about
really want to watch it. We get
We're
it.
talking about something else completely.
He's
but-
like, I can't let go of this.
Yeah, no.
The animal.
Really
Oh,
big
it's
animal
just-
guy.
Yeah, it might just be
porn,
hot chick. Who knows? But I remember that movie came out, and because we didn't know if it was like a sex movie, because it's a VHS. You're watching it live. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Anytime they would walk into a bedroom and like he was about to lay some shit,
No, I was
They
right.
would be
It's
like-
called The Animal.
the movie The Animal is called The Animal. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one you're
We're not
talking
fighting you
about,
on that.
It's just called Deuce Bigelow Male Gigolo.
But anytime they would go into a bedroom, like he was gonna give it, they would be like, "Hey, you guys got to turn away."
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not like we're watching porn. And even if Rob Schneider was in it and it's rated R, I don't think we're gonna see a lot of dick or anything really. You're gonna see
Right.
titties, maybe.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not
A
like
little bit. It's not. There's no. real
And what
deal.
would it hurt? What am I gonna do?
Grow to like penis or something. I don't know.
Get a bunch of tattoos.
Get a
and
bunch of tattoos. Start a
Do drugs.
podcast.
As you can tell,
Yeah.
skinny like a drug addict, covered in tattoos.
Yeah, it's
Didn't
just,
work.
it's, just,
but
it's just all downhill from that movie.
I never
honestly.
understood that. I would be like, all right, you see what's going on? Bad form. That's what's going on in this movie. Like, inform them what's going on. But it's like a shame thing. Like, don't look at this. Don't listen to this.
Well, it just made you as a kid want to go do it more.
Actually, it's no,
yeah,
because my
kinda.
sisters were doing it and they were having babies, and I was like, that's on.
Yeah.
That's good on me. I'm not. They're all. It's a factory. It must be contagious in our family. We must be
Yeah.
like high performers.
Yeah, we just found some porn
Scared
magazines
me.
and we would keep them behind this tree in the backyard. And
Dude.
all the boys could go behind the tree and like.
Well, the more you learn about something and become educated, the less you fear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it would probably do a lot better to educate. You know, like I'm sure we're all the same way. Like our parents kept us from all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and you know, it was like taboo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like almost like dark magic. You know, but like if you were to learn about it and know about it, then
That's a weird thing
That
to
shit
say.
voodoo, cuz.
Like dark
Yeah,
magic.
like, South Louisiana magic. Man.
Was there magic around your family?
No, are you trying to?
Did you say black magic?
That's what you said.
He said dark
I said
magic.
dark, dude? Okay.
Wow, dude.
Brother.
Hey,
Hey,
dude, how
me,
about you
man,
take the
man.
next 5 minutes off?
I just meant like light brown magic.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I even knew about magic, except for like the David Blaine stuff on the like he would do the HBO like walk the streets magic where he'd like
Oh,
show
yeah.
people in the wild
Oh yeah.
and not even knowing it was like kind of set up. I think the reactions were real, but like the people there, I think
Yeah.
got paid to just be there, like
Really?
like the Chris Angel thing.
Yeah, Chris. I was just about to say Chris. Angel.
They for sure were
Like
paid.
he got
for
ran
that.
over by a tractor like live and like exploded and then he was on top of the tractor like 10 minutes later. I was like,
There was this kid
All
Clayton
right.
in my
Something
neighborhood.
ain't right here.
yeah, I was like, something ain't going on.
Yeah, there's this kid Clayton in my neighborhood got his wrist ran over by a car, and it wasn't like we were not like it just happened. Like, how is that a magic trick?
Did he just get run over?
His mom ran his arm over because he was like he had fell out from a skate trick. The board slipped out from under him, and he was too close to the van, and the van was backing up. She just went right over his
Did
wrist.
someone call CPS on her? Like, what the fuck?
It wasn't even like that. They were like they had money. That family.
They had a
They had money like they had gaming consoles. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like Grant would always leave me and go hang out with Clayton. It's all right.
So you were kind of
Not
rooting
that
for
I'm
him
thinking
to get
about
a shit
now.
on
Still,
him.
Yeah.
what's up?
You were kind of rooting for it, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I was
You
like,
were
what
like-
happened to Clayton?
You're like, yeah, fuck his arm, dude.
Fuck,
Crazy.
dude.
Yeah, that's what he gets.
Yeah. But the shit's I don't know. But them crowds that you're talking about with Chris Angel, that shit is for real, like paid for.
What was the show that it was the dude used to explain the magic tricks?
Yeah, you're talking about like
He wore a
Penn and
mask.
Teller.
no. It's like it's not Magic Unmasked, but it's something
It's
like,
like Magic Explained or something like that.
Yeah.
It would
Dude
come
would
on.
wear like
he
a
would wear
devil's
like a mask.
face.
And somebody knew who he was, and they were just like, yeah, he's a piece of shit. Because he's like, he failed at like being a successful magician.
Yeah.
So he was just like, oh, I'm going to tell all the secrets. So he literally had a show for like 5 years just telling every major
remember
secret
that.
and how it worked.
Yeah. He almost
Yeah.
looked like what was the dude that would pull the thing for people to hang? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like
Executioner
like a
type
hang,
dude.
yeah, like a
He
yeah,
had a
yeah.
mask on like
yeah, because he
that.
had a
you're
mask
being
on like
real
that.
weird on this podcast
Yeah.
today.
I don't know
I'm
what
trying
He
to-
just hanging people, talking about
Like, are you
I was
okay?
describing
Dark.
the dude. I was just describing the dude. He
You
looked like an
okay?
he had
Drink
an
some of this
executioner
water.
mask
Roll
on,
your
dude.
ear.
He had an
Drink some water.
execution mask on.
That's crazy.
Well,
Jesus.
Alright.
Magic revealed. It's something like that.
It might have been that sounds more like it Magic Revealed or something like that. But I just remember
Magic secrets revealed, but he has like the weird.
he has a weird mask on and stuff like that.
I think it changes a lot, but he kind of reminds you of that dude from. Or no, I guess it is the beginning of this. I think where the dude's like, "Were you driving on a hot highway and died or something?" You remember the guy? His intros were always fucking crazy, and he was like in a smoky lit up place.
Oh, the dude that used to do the FBI's Most Wanted shit late at night?
Not him, but he's very similar to that vibe.
Okay.
God damn it, y'all talking? Let me find this.
Because
dude.
he just came out with another show with his son about like catching the FBI's Most Wanted and all that stupid shit.
That's like Matt Walsh. or something Walsh.
I don't think it's
What's
Matt
his
Walsh.
name? Because he's been doing it for like 40 years or something.
It's
like
crazy.
That.
Like I think we all have phones. Yeah.
Well, you
I'm
know,
trying to
it's
think
your
of even
podcast.
the original show that you're talking about. I don't think I ever saw that.
I mean, computers.
Yeah.
Keep on Googling.
I don't want to be
it.
rude.
I mean, I'm talking to the other dude that's supposed to be researching
Oh,
it.
I don't even know. What am I supposed to look up, dude? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking, we don't have a
I didn't
Jamie.
even know.
Jamie,
Look
can
up
we get
America's
that on the
Most Wanted
screen?
host.
Make
I'm
it
looking up
widescreen.
the other guy.
Okay. America's
Crazy,
Most
and
Wanted.
I don't-
John Edward Walsh Jr.
Walsh. I wasn't that
Might
far
have,
off.
yeah.
I said Matt.
Yeah, he's doing it with his son now.
Yeah, but didn't something happen to his son that
Hey, one of his
started
sons
him?
got kidnapped.
Yeah,
And like,
crazy.
I think he got kidnapped and murdered when he was like 8. He had started doing the show, and then like 2 years later, his son got kidnapped
Damn,
and like murdered.
Dude, a good documentary series that has kind of involved with America's Most Wanted now. It's called Heist, and each episode is a different documentary.
I've seen that.
It's so fucking good.
Documentary about a different heist.
Yes.
Well, somebody just did a heist like 2 months ago and got away with like $300 million.
Talking about the
Hold on.
Vegas one?
Like what?
Bro,
In real life?
bro, it's like they went in through the side of the building, like disarmed the alarm system, went in through the side of the building. They didn't realize it was Easter Sunday. They didn't get back to work till Monday, and somebody was counting the money. It was like, dude, there's a lot of fucking money missing. And they go look outside around the building, and it's like the sheetrock and shit's all gone because they escaped through the side of the building or something like that. Yeah, it was crazy, but they got away and they still can't find them.
Yeah, the thing that we watched, one of the ones, I think they got away with like 300 million, something
Yeah.
like that, like a crazy amount of money. But you got to think, you're literally running for the rest of your life.
But $300 million, you can run wherever you want to.
That's very true.
Kinda.
Yeah.
The guilt's gonna weigh on you, and
No.
you can't be your own person.
No.
Watch the heist thing, because there's an
Yeah,
episode on
it's
there where a lady.
interesting.
The guilt.
Gets
I mean,
away-
but once you know you're doing it, it's
Well,
just like,
They kind of touch into that a little bit.
yeah.
The lady in I think it's the first one. They only got away with like $3 million, something small. Like you're like, okay, that's
you got to go to a different country with that type of money.
they did. They went to France, and she got pregnant,
Not an expensive.
had a
country.
baby.
You
Yeah,
got to
and
go
then
to
they're
like
like, we have 3
Thailand.
million. Let's go
Yeah,
to the most
yeah,
expensive
yeah. You got to go to a place
Paris.
where the American dollar stretches.
Well, they went to like Puerto Rico or something to begin with, and then the dude that she did it with was like trying to fuck other girls, and she was like, "I'm just gonna get out of here," and he's like, "All right, bet." She left broke. She didn't have any money when she left, and then she left to France, created her own life there. Baby was born probably like 10, and she's like, "You don't even know who I am.
Yeah.
This is not even my real name, my real identity."
Right.
She's like, "I'm going to turn myself in. This is really who I am. This is really what happened. Your dad is actually over here. I'm going to go turn myself into America." And he's like, "What the fuck?" Meanwhile, he's like a French kid. He has
Yeah.
no fucking idea. And he looks French. He looks like all that shit.
He looks
She
French.
goes back to America. You know, like pasty,
Pace.
shitty teeth.
Keep going on. Keep digging your grave, brother. Keep digging your grave.
But dude, she turns herself in and she's extremely happy about it. She's like, "I don't have to run and hide from anything I am anymore." And
She's better than me.
I never thought about this. When you rob a
You're out
bank
your
and you get
mind.
caught, you have to
Yeah.
pay the money back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna die in jail.
Yeah, but it's like you're never gonna pay through.
100%.
If I owed you $1 million,
Yeah.
I'm paying $10 back, maybe
Yeah.
$1 million.
Well, she
I think
didn't.
that
She didn't
most
even have the
of
money to start with. She went over and probably got to work.
Yeah, that's the thing, and she
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
even give up the dude because one, she doesn't know where he is, but she was like, "I'm just giving mine up. I want to be who my son needs to know."
Did y'all ever watch that documentary about that couple? They were smart. They went to like one of those Ivy League schools up north, and like they killed their parents. Well, killed the girl's parents, and they can't figure out who did it. So they sent them both to jail for like 20 years.
I
and
think
they
I know
both
what
just
you're
got out like a few
talking
years ago. One, she was in Canada. He was like a Russian. He was like a German kid or something like that.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm bad on names.
They got caught because like they put too many miles on the rental car because they had like went to vacation like Washington D.C. or something, and the parents didn't like the son. The wife was like obsessed with him. But these are both like smart.
Yeah.
Like they went to like an Ivy League school
And
together.
like he dropped her off. He went and did the murder.
Dropped her off.
Yeah, yeah.
Went and did the murder. Came back.
Yeah.
The movie tickets weren't nowhere. They still
Yes,
had
the movie tickets
Still
thing,
had
that's
the
the
movie
thing.
tickets. He had bought movie tickets like 2 separate movies, and then like somebody had like ordered room service when he got back. She said she cleaned out the car, but she didn't know what he did. She cleaned all the blood out the car, but didn't know what he did.
Yeah.
And like da 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 da. And they got away with it for a while until like the rental car agency was like, "Hey, there's like 800 miles on this car, and they said all they did was drive around Washington D.C. all day. But then they calculated the miles to and from the house that they went and did it to. But they it was like a brutal murder. Like slit the dad's throat, like beat the mom's face in, and like both of them still to this day claim innocence. Like no one ever knows what happened in the house, but they figured out like she was there to some degree, and so was he. And then they just like got off scot-free kind of at the end of the day. And it was wild, dude. It was such a wild documentary.
There's so many of those like really good documentaries. Netflix is getting so good that even their like documentary series, each individual episode can be a whole entire fucking multi-part. They like went off after Making a Murderer. Like they were like, "Yo, this shit's crazy." Then they got the fucking Tiger King. This fucking
Rest in peace.
the heist thing, yeah, for sure, dude.
Rest
that's
in peace
crazy.
to the guy, man.
Angus Cloud is a fucking
just
G,
got
dude.
famous too.
Crazy,
Just
dude.
got crazy famous.
I think everybody has the same feeling, and I know like the face is a tad bit off, but his vibe is very similar. Could have did like a biopic for Mac Miller. That would have been such a cool
100%.
collab.
Did y'all ever watch Euphoria?
Yeah.
Such a fucking great show.
It makes you really wonder, like, they're going to do season 3, and it's supposed to come out 2025, I think.
And I think they're all going to be grown. It's going to be like years later.
Grown, but also it's like they're all crazy famous.
Yeah, like Sydney Sweeney popped off from
We've
it.
never had a show
The
like
dude-
this.
The dude popped off from it. Zendaya was the gun
Yeah.
runner.
Well, the first episode, like first season, they were getting them on like for the low, and now
For
stock
crazy
has
low.
gone way up.
See, the only one that's kind of similar to that is you got Stranger Things, but not everybody on Stranger Things popped.
Well, Zendaya
Like
is always
3,
been.
yeah, Zendaya.
Three, maybe,
Zendaya-
if you're
well,
stretching.
I didn't know Drake like executive produced Euphoria.
Yeah,
He didn't
a
do
little more than
shit,
that.
but
Yeah.
his name's on it.
Seems like he had a little research on how to be around high
Young-
schoolers.
young
He's
girl.
like, "What y'all
Yeah.
doing? What y'all doing under the sheets
Yeah.
over there?" You know?
yeah.
Because he had a weird relationship with Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things.
Yeah,
Like,
you can keep going with names.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
that's my boy. But like, yo,
Yeah,
I've always liked him,
Pull
but
it
I
back
was
a little
never.
bit.
I was never that gung ho for good old Drizzy.
like as a person or the music. So be careful.
both.
Yeah.
I can't.
Both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever,
Don't get it wrong. The music's dope, but
it's
it's just like after a while, it's like, man, what are we doing? What are we talking about right now? I need to watch Avatar. I need to get into some anime.
This shit.
SWAT.
This shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Both seasons are insane.
Oh, this is the one where the old lady was killing people and taking
See,
their
the
social
thing is,
security check.
this is just like Heist. Every single episode is a completely different story.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I've watched a lot of these
watched all
actually.
of them.
I've watched a lot of these.
I'm red barred out, dog.
Yeah,
Obviously, I've watched all of them.
bro. Some of those are wild.
I love this new feature. Double thumbs up. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Love this.
Put on for game.
But a lot of these people, though, I'm not gonna say they deserve what happened to them. There were signs, and they ignored them.
Oh, dude, for sure.
This dude's in here sawing shit at 3 a.m. You're thinking, he's just in there woodworking.
Dude, literally,
in the room at 3
in one of the last episodes,
well, one of these two, the dude was doing weird shit in the room.
in one of the last episodes of the worst roommate ever, there's these two ladies, and they're kind of like just awkwardly weird, so they don't really do a lot of stuff with people, and they just like kind of found themselves, and they watch a lot of murder mystery shows, normal, and they're talking about it, and I guess it was like a forensic file thing, and one of them is in like the medical field, and the other is like IT, and the medical field lady was like, well, that's dumb. She knew she was going to get caught, and the IT lady was like, what do you mean? And she goes, well, if you really want to murder somebody, you would just like, you know, like kind of overdose them on saline, or what is sugar?
Glucose. You would basically just put some more.
But it's not glucose. It's called something
Insulin.
else. Insulin.
Yeah.
And she goes, really? What would that do? And she explained it would like kill
Put you
them
in
this way, or like
cardiac
lower their
arrest.
blood
That's how
pressure.
that's how that nurse was killing people. She was putting insulin in IV bags.
Word.
Yeah. Did you
Well-
ever hear about that?
No. Well, the lady was like, oh, interesting. Then the IT lady went on to the dark web and ordered a whole mess of insulin and was trying to kill the lady. And then the very last thing she went on the dark web to get was a thing called Versa, which is like MRSA, but I guess worse. Which is crazy that
They
there's...
missed it. They should
She was
have
trying
called
to
it
get
worse.
this
Worse
this
for
lady
sure.
a crazy bacteria.
That's kind of
But
fucked up.
they ordered it,
Worse.
and
Yeah.
the cops, like, I guess watch the dark web. I don't even know how that fucking shit
Well, yeah,
works.
you just can't go in there and get anthrax through the mail.
Yeah, well, they put her in jail for weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
Because it's a biological agent,
Yeah.
and you can just... They didn't know what she was going to use it for. They didn't know she was just trying to kill one person. It doesn't matter. You ordered it, and it came into, like, a delivery service, so you put all them people in danger.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, that was like those letters they tried to send Obama a few years ago. They put anthrax in them and tried to send them to like Obama and like a couple other people.
I remember that happening even before that. I think it was like
2001
Clinton or something.
Yeah, 2001 they were trying to do it.
Yeah.
And then they did it. They tried to do it again in like 2008 or something, 2009. How would you kill somebody if you?
How would I kill somebody? I mean, give me the situation.
Okay.
Like, am I trying to kill them from afar? Are we hand-to-hand combat?
All right. So say for instance,
I
you had
like this.
You had a roommate, whatever.
Yes.
You're like, hey, dude.
Uh-huh.
Not really
Find
work.
out he's a racist.
Yeah. You
Oh,
find out he's a
yeah,
racist.
dude. And he's like
a
saying
little-
some weird
saying
shit.
some really weird shit.
He's
Word.
in real estate, so you know he has a good.
I mean,
like,
look at his shirt.
job. Yeah.
That's suspicious.
But no, it's a roommate. It's a roommate you want out of your house, but he's just like, all right, man, like I'm gonna move out, and he just like never moves out, and you're just like, all right,
damn, that's
and he's just like basically got squatters rights.
Who
now
the
in your
fuck
house.
what side are you on, dude? Are you trying to create a problem here? We are fine.
I'm just saying, he's a roommate you want out of your house, but he won't leave. And he's just like, no, dude, I got squatters rights here. And you're just like, all right, whatever. Like, and you can't legally kick him out.
So, and at this point, I've already decided I have to kill him.
He won't
That
leave.
seems Super dramatic.
You got somebody pregnant, so they need to come in the house because you're going to have a baby. And this dude just will not leave your house. But he's foreign, though.
What the fuck? That makes it way worse.
Look, hey. So
Is he French? That make it easier.
Look, hey, he's over here by himself. Just moved over here like 2 years ago. Doesn't really know
No one would
anybody.
miss him.
No one would miss him is the
Doesn't
point.
have family over here.
Doesn't have family over here, and he only has he only has a mother back home that he sends money to.
What if someone just broke in right now? What would you do?
I for sure would grapple him to death.
Grapple him to death.
What would you? What you?
No, dude.
You'd heal.
I'm gonna sound real pussy right now.
What are you
Anti-gun?
talking about?
I'm not
would you
anti.
Shit.
Okay, hold on. I'm not anti-gun. What did you ask?
I said, what would you just like heel hook him to death?
No, I'd choke him to
You think
death.
choke him?
Uh,
Okay, but how would you get rid of the body?
This is the.
Hold on.
That's
I'm
the
not.
question.
I'm not anti-guns. I'm scared of guns, and it's not because I don't know how to use them. Because I've shot.
We all have guns on us right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh shit! I don't have it. I have me and my dad blowing like an AK-47 on the beach.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've
Yeah,
shot a gun.
you're gonna go to
before.
jail for that, buddy. Keep going.
Whatever, dude. I'm a
Alright.
fucking rebel.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
You don't trust yourself with it, like in a house.
Well, it's not that like I don't trust myself in like a suicidal way or I'm gonna kill someone else, but it's like, what if someone gets to that before I do?
That's why you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
you
a
have
normal fear.
Secret place that, you know.
But I think I'm gonna want to go out on my shield. Like, let's fucking tangle.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let's go.
Yeah, until he's
Until he has a gun.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, you got me.
He's like,
Because the thing is, if
What?
someone,
get butt naked, right?
like the saying, like if someone breaks into your house during the day, they're just there to steal stuff.
Yeah.
They come at night.
They come at night.
It's there for
no
you.
mask on. He coming
Yeah.
to take bodies and
Yeah.
liquor off the table.
Cool. Y'all don't want me to sleep tonight, right? No, I think I'm gonna let him, or not let him shoot me, but I think.
Have whatever you want, man.
No, I think I'm gonna get shot and I'm gonna fuck with him and be like, you missed. And I'm gonna put my finger in him like, you ain't got nothing on.
Joke's on you. I got the bullet.
No, dude, I've never run through like if somebody had a gun. I've always thought like,
They come in with just their hands.
well, like fucking, the Night Stalker thing. I think he came in with a knife, and I know a knife fight you're getting.
No, he was grabbing shit there. He was beating the shit out of people with shit in their own house.
stuff.
Dude, that runs through my mind like every night I go to bed. Like, dang, what if someone just broken?
I know, dude.
Oh, I think about
The
it.
moment I sit down and take a
I
shit,
don't even
I'm
wanna-
naked, I'm like, oh shit, what if somebody broke in here right now?
I've got probably
Dude.
6 guns staged up throughout the house,
Word.
Take a move.
so it don't matter.
I have one shotgun in my bed,
There's one in every room.
pistol in the car.
All right, guys. You're making me nervous.
guys.
You gotta stay ready.
Actually,
See, I
this is a robbery. Everybody get naked.
No, I do. Yeah, I for sure. I'm like scared of things that I know I could accidentally kill myself with, like motorcycles, guns,
Yeah.
knives.
Sure.
I've cut myself cutting an apple deep enough where, like, I could have passed out because how much blood I was losing. I was like, dude,
So
that was
so you're clumsy, and that's why you don't trust yourself with guns.
probably with the knife
Yeah.
thing. The gun thing, I'd be. I mean, we've seen things where like actors have killed people, and you're like, they didn't even mean to do that.
Yeah.
They're not experienced on that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you just got.
Well, that's
I'm
a
less
natural
experienced
fear.
than they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't
think
even
that's
act like
don't think
I
that's
know
like
how to hold a gun. See, I didn't even know if that was probably wrong.
That was
I'm
pretty
sorry.
good, actually.
I
Do it
should
again.
have.
I don't think that's an outline.
You hold it down.
No, do like you just did.
Sideways,
Like-
obviously.
No.
You get better aim when it's sideways. I don't. It's that dark magic they were talking about earlier.
Hey, bro, I'm a holster it. So just everybody's
Yeah,
safe.
yeah.
Yeah,
Put that thing
yeah.
down.
Thank you. Put that thing up, man.
My
What's wrong
bad,
with
dude.
you?
Yeah, I don't know. If I was gonna kill somebody hand-to-hand combat in a house, I think I'm for sure gonna. I'd beat somebody to death with something before I
Yeah.
would shoot them because I want them to know, hey, buddy, you fucked.
Or would you just choke him out, and then when he passes out, you tie him up and do weird shit to him?
Ooh, if I did weird shit though, I'd want to do stuff that like he would survive, but they wouldn't know something. Like I would cleanly cut his eyebrow off,
Like with a razor?
like to the bone.
Ah, okay.
So like, yo, your face is fucked up. Why? Yo, I did something bad. I tried to rob this guy.
Girl with the dragon tattoo?
No, I can't do things. I can't openly watch something if I know there's a lot of rape in
It's
it.
like
was one.
Inglorious Bastards whenever they would burn
Stomp 'em.
the Nazis.
Yeah.
What's
So
the
like
movie?
Hit him with a "some people suck" stamp right on their fucking forehead.
Oh, what's the movie where the guy is trying to get revenge for his family?
The Harder They Fall, the cowboy movie.
No, this guy like tortures these guys to death.
Yeah,
I think that's John Wick.
Taken.
No.
That's a good one too.
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
It's
Oh, law-abiding citizen.
Law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
That dude goes
For sure, 100%.
He was the best one.
You should have let him off, dude.
Yeah, he was the best one. Yeah. And he probably would have got off if he wouldn't.
See, that felt like a good, like, a weird take on like a Saw movie.
Yeah.
Like, but a good version of that. They should
Yeah.
do more law-abiding citizen type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's like you do one thing and you're in
Then he
jail.
started killing like innocent civilians with the people in the law.
well, he was killing them because they fumbled his
Well, yeah,
fumbled his
that's good.
family's case. They let the dude off because he snitched on somebody.
Yeah.
I say I'll be doing that if they just cut me off. I'd be like, yeah, you remember that stop sign? Well, now it's in your ass.
Yeah, and now I'm following you home.
Yeah. I'm not gonna stop.
He put like a syringe of like adrenaline or something in him, or it was something that he was.
He could still feel everything, but he couldn't move.
Couldn't move.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna flip the question on you guys. How are you killing somebody if you have to? And it ain't even gotta be the roommate situation because that's fucked up. That's diabolical. I would never kill you, just so you know. I for
never
sure.
kill
Hey,
you.
I'm not about the drama. I'll move out if it needs to be.
Yeah.
Like if it's gonna come to a death thing, like if you're gonna take it, like if you've made the thing
I don't-
about death,
there
if
was
there is
no-
gonna be somebody that has to die between us two, hey, it ain't me, bro.
This was never even a conversation until he brought this shit up. I
I'm
think
just
we're
letting you
good.
know. Hey, watch your fucking self,
Yeah,
dude.
sleep with one eye open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm letting
yeah.
you know.
We're
Don't
okay.
get any fucking weird
Cody
ideas.
ain't
We're
no
okay.
sucker.
Yeah.
we're good.
How would I kill somebody? I think I would have to play it off as self-defense because
It sounds like y'all are into guns.
No, but I wouldn't go that route.
You know, if I wanted to
But,
really,
but if it's not like a invader thing, I'm talking
Yeah.
like.
So murder.
So hold on.
Like, I'm a
does
hired
everybody have
hitman.
a sister?
Yeah. Okay, sister's boyfriend's acting a little crazy. I got to go do something about it.
Okay, so it's justified.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
justified.
yeah, no,
dude.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like
I'm cutting the brake lines. Or
morally
something.
justified, not like
Cutting brake lines is a
Yeah, I'm
You know what would be a
doing
badass?
something to where like he
Yeah.
dies and I'm not around, and I'm like, oh, on the news, and he's like, oh, local man dies, can't stop, brakes going on the interstate. And
Would you ever do some Misery type stuff?
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
The movie Misery.
I never seen it.
So like Misery is like about this writer. He's going up into the hills. There's a super fan that already lives in the hills. He wrecks. She finds his body. She tortures him because she wants the last book.
That's the.
And she kind of wants it to be about her. Well, she binds his legs up, like puts screws and wooden things.
hits
to, like,
him with a sledgehammer.
hits
and
him,
shit,
make
doesn't
sure he can't leave.
Oh.
She's there, like torturing him the whole time.
No,
Would you do some weird shit like that?
No, I could see. That's where if somebody, I always told myself, somebody broke into my house, he's like incapacitated. I'm tying him up and doing weird shit to him.
Like how? Like
Okay, so
well, what kind of?
well,
what are we talking
I
about?
always think about somebody breaking into where I work, and we have like this shit called liquid nitrogen, where it's like you freeze the stuff off of people's skin.
Yeah,
I
Mr.
always-
Freeze from Batman,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I always told myself somebody broke in, I would tie him up, and I would go to his pee hole, and I would squirt the shit down his pee hole while he's still awake, and then I would just like squirt him.
That's
with
the
gun.
first place you're going?
Yeah, straight to the pee hole.
No, you need to do things like get the pinky toe off.
slow
No.
Just let them know, like, hey,
No.
guess
Pull
what?
off all the
5 hours from now,
fingernails.
that dick is gone.
No.
The
I want
fingernail
to. I'm
move?
gonna put the whole, the tip of it, and I'm gonna freeze his urethra. So he's gonna have to get it cut off or something because it's fucked. He's not peeing out of that thing anymore.
You can't unfreeze a frozen pee hole?
Well, because it burns it so much.
It's more like a burn.
It's more like a burn than a
You
freeze.
couldn't, like, soak it?
So say for instance, like no.
I'll pee out of this thing. Can I suck shit up here?
Yeah.
How you do that?
Yeah, I would
It's
definitely.
like American
Turns his
Pie, but
dick
it's a
into a
bottle of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
aloe.
Well,
He's
'cause
just like, what's
it's-
going on? It's like, I
Yeah.
got a bad thing.
Yeah,
Like how
it's
bad
gotta.
thing.
Well, that's the thing with the movie Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Like, so she has to go to this office or whatever. And he has to like give her money each month. Like she's like on welfare, but the dude gets to dictate how much welfare she gets, and he's like a perv or whatever. So he like makes her do sexual acts. Well, he like invites her over to the house to get a check one day, and he like incapacitates her and like rapes her kind of. And then anyway, she comes back the next week or like 2 weeks later. She's like, "Hey, I need some more money." He's like, "All right, we'll come over to the house." Da da da. She comes in there, she tases him or whatever, ties him up to the bed, sticks like part of the bed up his ass, and then like writes on his stomach like, "I'm a rapist pig." And like she's like really into IT, so she catches him like trying to look up tattoo removal kits. She corners this motherfucker in like an elevator. And, like threatens to kill him. She's like, "And quit looking at that shit before I put you on the news for like raping people." But she put like rapist pig. She tattooed it all across his chest and shit like that. I would do something like that to where like you got to explain the story to somebody. But definitely put stuff up his ass in his dick hole.
Yeah.
Dick hole first.
Because that's, as a man, when you're just sitting there, that's the worst thing that can ever happen to you.
See,
Man, dude.
Yeah,
I thought
straight up the dick
I think
hole
I
is
heard
wild.
something like because that's called castration, right? When you fuck with somebody's dick,
Well,
like to where they can't use it no more.
well, no,
That's
you
castration.
gotta cut off the hormones. That's castration.
Okay, so if you fuck with the dick and it can't be used no more, you still get horny.
You can still have those emotions, but nothing will happen.
Damn, yeah, that's the worst. I
Well,
was
that's
gonna
what-
say if you castrate somebody, who gives a shit?
I mean, you
They
can
don't
like
feel it no
you
more.
can like chemically castrate somebody. Like I think in Louisiana now, that's like a part of it. They can
If you had pedophiles, I think.
if you're like a pedophile, so they chemically castrate
That's
you.
what.
So what does that mean? They chemically castrate you?
Basically,
does your shit
It's
look
never
the
gonna
same?
work. Yeah. You can keep all that there.
So
They
what's
just-
the chemical
They
part?
take
They
out
don't-
everything that makes testosterone.
So wouldn't
that
it
makes
just
you
be
a-
surgically?
Yeah, no, it's a surgical
Chemically,
thing.
I'm thinking you're throwing acid on my dick.
No.
I'm like, that's a weird
Just
thing.
dunk his dick and have
Who came up with that? Let's just dunk it.
Grab his dick and dunk.
I don't know, dude. It's just like I
would-
never
yeah.
knew what that meant. I've never
Yeah, I-
Googled that. Like,
Yeah.
yo, show me.
Yeah, it just stops you from like.
Google's
getting
like, let's take a
horny.
break today.
Yeah, like there's no more hard dick for you.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. I would murder a few people though.
I don't think about that. Murdering, killing someone wouldn't be the hard part.
Well, okay,
would
what
be
is the
easy.
justifiable murder then for you? Like, what is the thing that you're gonna be like, yeah, I gotta do something.
He broke into my house, tried to harm me.
Anything to my family.
Yeah, anything having to
Anything.
do with people I love or anything like that. Yeah, you're out of
Like,
here,
I'd
buddy.
be more willing to kill someone if my family's around. Less likely than like
Yeah.
if someone was messing with me, just me.
Oh yeah,
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 yeah.
for sure.
Like-
I get
it's
that.
Wife and kid.
Yeah,
Top
wife and kids
priority.
coming to
Yeah,
If somebody
Game
pushes
over.
your kid,
you beat the
I
shit out
probably
their
wouldn't
parents.
kill. Probably wouldn't
Yeah, I feel like
kill
that's a
Someone-
little aggressive.
someone-
how
Yeah,
hard do they have
push
to
your
push
kid.
the kid? Like maybe they forget their
Well, it
ABCs.
depends on like what they push them with. Like if it's a dude's wiener tries to push my kid, then like
Whoa. I didn't mean like that. Like I mean like,
like you're
your
riding
kid
to the grocery
hit,
store and someone just pushes your kid over.
You-
or like
you
your
fuck
kid,
him up.
your kid's a boy, punches the shit out of his little girl, and he's like, "Hey, you little fucker," and then punches him.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay,
game
well,
over
yeah,
there.
you still gotta assault him, but then you gotta.
Yeah, man, we still gotta fuck that guy.
Hey man, we don't. I know I just whooped this dude, but we don't do that.
Yeah. What
You
I
see-
just
you see
did
what
to
you
his
made me
dad- Yeah. That's always been a weird situation. Like you hear comics say it, like on stage, they're like, get the little fucker off my kid. But then it's like, what happens? We don't have kids.
Right. Yeah, my thing.
I
is
don't know
just-
yet.
I don't.
Mine's
I don't-
only 10
if
months
it's-
old.
Yeah,
Kids,
if it's
like
a
a
little,
thing.
yeah, like I got a 4-year-old. Yours is what now?
10 months
10
today.
months. If it's
Happy
a little
birthday.
kid,
I'll let him know.
I'll tell him.
yeah, if it's a little kid that is like the same age as my son, I'm not gonna touch their kid. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
I'm not touching
That's good, dude. I'm glad that you have decided.
So
I don't
that's
think
the age
there's-
requirement?
I don't think there's any time you should go and try and discipline another
So,
person's kid.
at what
Yeah.
point
That's-
would you
that's
touch their kid? And like, how
You would
far
just pick up
that
your
touch
kid and
go?
be like, "Hey,
Yeah, I
we
mean,
need to talk about this later."
Yeah, because there
You're
is a
talking
line.
about if your kid pushes him or their kid.
So if
pushes
your kid knocked the shit out of a little girl,
them. Oh yeah,
same age,
you gotta
you-
whoop them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta whoop them right then.
Yeah.
and you're gonna, what if their dad's storming over and you're like,
Oh, he better
Let me
be on
take care of
same
the
type
boy.
time, right?
Yeah,
Relax.
yeah.
I'll take care of the
I got
boy.
this.
Yeah.
that's
So
fucked
what if
up.
it's like
and
a 12-year-old that's like picking on?
we're
him?
literally talking
And
about
you
beating
might
children.
Have to do a suplex or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yes.
you can throw a kid.
There's a certain age
For
where
sure.
Yeah, there's a certain age where
Don't
like
hit him, but you can throw him.
yeah.
If you have a mustache,
no, yeah,
you can
yeah,
There
get
yeah.
can't be a forceful
Yeah.
impact with a sudden stop, but there can be
Yeah.
a sudden sling
But if
with
he
a
keeps-
whatever
if he
stop.
keeps, like, trying
Right.
to come at the kid, come at my kid.
Yeah.
I'll kick shit
Yeah.
out of him.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I think maybe like nut shots would be fine, yeah? Because it's like, I'm not punching
Yeah, I
you
mean-
in your face,
Or a slap.
But,
Oh,
yeah.
and this
slap.
will
Like
immediately
that-
stop you.
Do you wrestle the kid is the question.
Oh,
Do you choke
dude,
the kid
I
out
would-
of
Do
that
like a
book?
cat,
Dude!
like a Cat
We should
Williams.
have kids.
Yeah.
We should have kids.
Cat Williams.
Because we
us,
can fuck
it'd
up
be
the
really
father.
tough for you guys to do
I was
that.
about to say, us as a group, I don't know about that.
Dude,
one.
nowadays,
There, bud.
I don't know. Put a little incubator in there and just
Whoa.
fucking see what will grow.
dude.
But I'm saying, like, yeah, you could body another father. Be like, come over, get some. Yeah, my kid just fucked your kid up. What's up?
Yeah,
You want 2-on-1 right now?
you could.
2-on-2?
But I think the part of it is disciplining your kid. I think that's
He'll know
That
when we
has-
get
that's
home.
the
Hey,
real-
when we get home, round 2's on his ass. Okay, I'm just gonna show him what's up first. So you learn from this, start
Go
defending
watch
yourself.
this shit. Yeah.
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 This is a good question. You're out with your girl. You're out with your lady. Y'all out on dinner on the town. Y'all having a good old time.
You can say it's me and you, dude.
Okay,
That's
me and you.
fine,
We're
dude.
well, no, because that girl makes more sense.
1 out of 10, brother.
Yeah. So you're out on a date with your girl, whatever. Your girl goes to the bathroom, whatever. She gets into it with some girls, right? It's like 6 of them, and they fit to whoop your girl's ass. Ain't
Yes.
no talking it down at this
Bro,
point.
yes.
Yes.
Is you back to backing with your shawty and throwing blows at women?
So in my
Are
situation,
you hitting women?
You said, oh, women are about to beat your girl?
Yeah, so your girl went to the bathroom, whatever, y'all were drinking, you're still at the bar, you hear some commotion down the hall, your
Yeah.
shawty's backed up in the corner, and it's 6, so I'm like, nah, bitch, you got me fucked up. Da, 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 da. I'm coming over the top, knocking 3 of them out off rip. And
I will tell you, I'm not
I
hitting
think-
a single girl.
Yeah.
I will
You're
cover my
crazy.
girl and get her out
See,
of there.
that's kind of where my head goes. Is like I'm trying to control the situation so she
Yeah.
can get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
And I'll let y'all hit
you know,
me.
if some shit pops
Okay.
off.
Because there's been fights where
okay, you're shadowing your girl, somebody comes over top, bow, sticks her.
I think
sticks
you
my
said
girl, and
immediately,
that's a girl hitting
That's
my
a
girl.
girl hitting your girl. And then, boom, you turn around and look at that girl. This girl's coming from the side. beat the
How
shit out
big
of
is
your
this girl? Is she my size?
Okay, these are all, okay, it's a mixture, it's a group, right?
These are all Amazonian women.
These are all tall, okay.
All
Okay, if they're
gangbangers.
bigger than me,
Yes, they're all Amanda Nunes looking, yeah,
Yeah, there you
just super
but
strong.
I'm not hitting nobody.
You're crazy.
I'm
Well,
if you
grappling.
come out
You're
and they've
fucking
got her
piss
on the
out.
They got her on the
I'll
ground.
judo
They're
throw.
they're curb
For
stomping
real.
your woman, and you're gonna be like,
Yeah,
I can't hit him. I'm
there's a
gonna
point where
I'm
you
gonna
gotta-
throw. There-
Babe,
yeah, but-
there's
no, no, no.
there's a point where safety
If
is
it's
coming down
where
to
shit's
it.
about to go down, where
Thank
you
you.
can interject
Thank
and
you.
be like, okay,
And you
we
can avoid
figure
the
this shit
situation.
out.
Because
Yeah, I
you're
agree.
bouncing all over. You're bouncing
like
from
that.
like
Yeah.
it's gonna start to now. Now
No,
she has no
okay.
teeth.
They are fighting. They are gonna fight. There's no talking it down. There's no.
Okay,
hey,
now we're back
let's
at the
back
beginning.
up. Yeah.
Then you interject.
If we can prevent it a little bit, like I can protect her and get her the fuck out, and I'll take the beating. Go ahead, because like y'all throw like pillows,
There is none. There is no getting her out of
I
that.
like that answer.
you know.
Yeah.
But
I think
if
you
it's
walk
going full throttle?
if you full throttle, you
Full
walk
throttle.
in and she is
Try
getting
it out.
her
Jumped?
shit,
She's
like,
getting jumped?
knocked,
Yeah, they're physically
you
putting
have-
hands on her.
Oh,
like,
okay,
you have
okay.
to
Look, I will do things that are
interject.
gonna be like confusing
You gonna
in
kick
the
him in
court
the
of law.
kneecap?
I will never punch somebody, but I will fucking. I'll
Poke 'em?
ram right into them
Nice.
motherfuckers. Like I'm spearing. Yeah, fucking. I'm
You gotta
poking.
say no show no mercy.
Yeah, I'm eye poking. I'm tackling. Like I'm spearing people like Goldberg.
Yeah.
But I technically didn't throw a punch.
Yeah.
You can say I struck you with what, my body,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna.
So you're worried
strangle-
about like the legality of it. Like we got to
Yes,
talk to
and
police
how
after
quickly
this.
I can grapple all of them out of consciousness. It would be like, I don't know, a minute for 6 of them. she can start to defend herself at that point.
We're opposite.
I'm taking biggest to smallest, and by the time I get to smallest, her head's gonna pop clean the fuck
What's
off.
that Kevin Gates meme?
He's like, I can't speak for men, but you put your hands on me, God bless you. I'm throwing straight haymakers. I'm connecting knuckles to chins off rip.
See, sometimes like
Even if they're not.
No. They got to be physically putting their hands on my woman. Like
yeah.
a woman has to come to me with like she dripping blood and it's 6 of them following her. Like, no, we finna beat this bitch's ass.
see, that's
I'm putting I'm putting
You were,
hands
like,
on people.
all over the place.
that is so different.
That's a whole nother.
No, that's what I said. They got her backed up against the wall, and I said there's no talking them out of. They're fit to
See, and even
Then you just went to her walking towards you, pouring blood.
You can try and get your.
But if she's
your-
coming,
But
at
at
you
the
with
point
her
she's coming
nose bleeding,
fucked.
and there's like, they're 15 feet behind her, dude. I'm fucking out.
Y'all been in the
I'm
hallway
not-
of
I'm not gonna
between.
stand there and be like, "I'ma beat
okay,
this."
real scenario. She's in the hallway between Blend and like
That's the first place I thought
That's
of.
Blend and
honestly,
Blend.
that's-
Yeah,
that's what I-
Blend and water beer.
That's
She's right
honestly what
there.
I
She
thought
just
of.
came out of the women's bathroom, and there's 6 of them surrounding her. There ain't no going this way or really going that way. You're in a little bitty hallway.
okay.
Yeah.
And one of them had already put hands on her, like, what, bitch? Da 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 da. And you see it from afar, and you're like, what are these 6 women doing surrounding this one girl? And you walk up, and one of them slaps the shit out of your woman, right?
Yes, I remember there was this lesson I was taught.
Yes. That was.
Yes, there was this lesson I was taught when I was 10 years old. I was in Keystone Heights. It was a junior high school, actually, and I was, I don't know, 6th grade. I just made it onto the football team. And a coach said that if anybody ever jumped off sides, you drill that motherfucker to the ground. And you come underneath the pads and lift up. So my idea is if I'm seeing that happen, I'm coming from a distance. I'm coming like full throttle.
Yeah.
All the way, and I'm picking whatever it's going to be the most real estate that I can move and move everyone else. So I'm grabbing that person, maybe both of them, 2 of them, whatever. But I'm grabbing them and I'm moving them like a fucking shield and pinning them. I'm like, go the fuck home to whoever I'm with.
Yeah.
You got to get the fuck out of here. I'll deal with this.
Yeah.
If they, at that point, do not get the fuck out of there, there's a talk we're having at the house. Like, I can't be with you because you're not safe.
You know what?
You
They
don't
wanted to
understand
beat
what
you.
the fuck I'm
Nah,
saying?
I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah, I'm not going to beat you, but it's like, when I tell you something, when we're in a life or death situation, you need to get the fuck out of there. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
You're tiny,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. But I definitely think there's things you can do prior to just
Yeah,
swing.
yeah.
You know
This
what
I
mean?
wanted to go the most extreme.
No, and I respect that out of you.
Yeah. Me, but coming down. I'm coming down. Yeah.
But it would be awesome to just
I only say
let
this
them
'cause I saw-
fall into
I saw-
a trip or
Yeah.
something and just...
Tread light, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I only said that because I saw a video of some dude doing it like 2 days ago. But it was like 6. I don't know if where you're from, like what side of town.
Born
But there
raised here,
are
dog.
there are certain women who look very scary, and they even scare me as a man. And it was like 6 of them, like very ghetto individuals. And they were beating the shit out of this girl. And the boyfriend just came outside. I was like, bro, y'all gotta leave. And then he tried to get the girl in the car to drive away. They like get on top of the car, kick the back window in.
Oh, dude, if there's
and
a
they're
car
like,
involved?
it's like stuff like that. And it's like, at what point are we just, are we putting people to sleep? Like, are we doing dirt naps?
I do like... I do like the idea of what you said earlier. I don't know who said it, but somebody was like, I'm kicking kneecaps.
I said, because you said I'm going to do something they won't think. Kick a kneecap.
Beautiful, because
Yeah.
you never think reverse kneecap.
Yeah.
That'll ruin
Yeah.
somebody's life.
Yeah.
Because now you can't even walk
Yeah.
confidently.
Now you got a torn ACL because you were trying to fight my wife.
Yeah, and it's even worse because you're going to have that. It's not even just torn.
Yeah.
Like,
that whole knee needs to be
get in
you're going to
reconstructed.
walk weird for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
You know,
Bent back paper clips like this.
yeah, dude.
Have either one of y'all been in like a street fight, like out and about?
Not while adult.
Not while an adult?
Yeah.
You have? Mm-hmm. How'd it go? Did you whip out the
We-
jiu-jitsu move?
No, this was a while ago.
Oh, okay,
This is
this
like
is
a long
before.
time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu?
This
Yeah.
is pre-jiu-jitsu, but we got out of there pretty quick.
Pre-JJ.
Yeah.
We got out of there pretty quick.
I heard.
I'm trying to
I heard Casey fuck somebody up one day
Oh yeah,
at
that was
World
at
of
World
Beer.
of Beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
I
that.
heard he like
think you
flipped
were
somebody and
there.
like kicked him out. I might have been there, but I didn't know Casey at the time.
No, I think you were there the night
He
of
fucked
mine
you up, actually.
at Wild Greg's on the balcony.
Oh yeah.
me and
Yeah.
BT and all
Yeah.
Big Ed involved in that? No, that
Yeah.
was Logan's cousin, wasn't it? Is that same night?
Yeah. Big Ed was
Yeah, I
involved
remember
in
that.
too.
I had to go drag Big Ed out of there.
It
Yeah.
was a tough scene,
Yeah.
but
See, I avoid
but
a
yeah,
lot of
Casey,
things.
Yeah, Casey definitely wrecked some shit at World of Beer one night, which was
And then like kicked him out and told him like get the fuck out of here.
What happened?
I don't know the story exactly, but he just like some dude was being like obnoxious or some shit and like tried to like fuck with Casey or something. Like Casey like put him on his ass kind of, then like
Yeah.
they kicked him out.
He like
Like through hands? Put
No,
him
I
on
think
his
like
ass?
I think like flipped him or some
Yeah.
shit. Like did something to
Oh,
where the
word.
dude ended up on the ground and Casey was standing.
Let's
and
go.
then they were just like, get the fuck out of like. kicked
You
him
love
to him.
stories like that because, like,
Dude.
Casey, that's fucked up to even fuck with Casey.
And
like
the
Yeah.
thing, like Casey, because he was telling, because I met him later that night, because it was like right after I was going downtown, and he was like, I think he was sitting at the bar, and the dude was next to him trying to like take his seat or something, and like Casey got up or some weird shit, and the dude was like being real weird and like trying to get into his seat, and Casey was like, "Yo, dude, what the fuck?" And the guy was being obnoxious, and then that's kind of when it started.
So
But
you saw him earlier and left?
I saw him later after he got kicked out of
Oh,
World of
word.
Beer. Yeah, but
So in that situation, both parties get kicked out of World of Beer for, like, a while or life? Or, like,
Nah,
what's
I
that
think
look
just take it
like?
to get out of there that night.
yeah, just
Word.
that night.
Yeah. No, I think most places in town are just like, bro, just get out of here
Yeah,
for
get
the
the
night.
fuck
They
out.
don't keep
Like go
mugshots
home.
on.
Like yeah. Greg's used to.
Dude, can you
Oh, yeah.
imagine if, like, I don't go out, but can you imagine if any of us boys saw other people from the gym and people were fucking with them and we were like,
Dude,
because they don't know we know stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Because nobody in that gym really looks like they know shit. Like if you saw them out and
true.
about,
Bryce.
yeah,
Dakota.
yeah.
Nice.
I mean, okay,
Yeah,
Have you seen
That's-
Dakota without a
that's
shirt on? What are those
Yeah.
straps? Did you order those?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
yeah.
But
I
then
mean,
you see somebody like Bryce
there's
or like
yeah, Bryce or Logan. You see him outside, you're
Logan
just
so
like,
nonchalant.
yeah, you're just like, who's this high motherfucker, right? You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's just like, oh, he'll put you in a headlock.
Or
and fuck you up.
Jackson.
Yeah,
Jackson
true.
is-
Jackson. Jackson's
Yeah.
a perfect example.
Jackson's a perfect example because he's like,
He's like a cool uncle or something. He just looks like.
but he's like a
cool-
morgue guy. What is that called?
A mortician.
Mortician.
Yeah. Is he really a mortician?
Yeah.
I think he is. Yeah.
He fucks with dead bodies.
I thought he was a scuba diver. I don't know.
I'm sure that might be a hobby, but he does the
Yeah.
dead body thing full time.
He does the dead body thing full time.
You're not getting those twisted right.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a
I could be wrong.
Full-time
Yeah.
scuba guy, part-time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the
Scuba
first time
They
I was wrong.
yeah, they let him in there
Yeah,
late at
cool
night
guy.
with the bodies, supervised.
Silver Steve.
No, that is no. Yeah, I would definitely.
But seeing, yeah, you would have no idea. Like,
yeah,
looking at it, you're like, oh, yeah, he's just a chill.
especially like
dude.
Derek or somebody like that, or even like Pat. Pat doesn't look
Bro.
like he.
I don't
can-
know. Pat has a fierceness to him. Something
He
about
does,
he's
but just
very-
but just from afar, you're just thinking, oh, this is a crazy country white dude, and then come to find out, like,
If
oh,
you
he'll
put him in the
kill
right
you.
outfit, you would never fucking know.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
if you put him in
I
the
think
right
you're all wrong because the thing that gets me about Pat that I knew immediately he was going to be a fucking physical problem is the posturing with his neck. And I know his neck is a little injured or whatever, but it's
The way he carries it.
this thing.
Oh, it's back.
It's he has like a. he
He
has
has
a
a what?
will. Like his will is in his
Will.
shoulders.
I was gonna
He's
say,
like,
go ahead and
"I
watch
will
what you
not
say."
be broken.
Real good for a podcast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, he has a stature that you're just like, even when he rolls with. I mean, I know nobody would see that when they're out
Yeah.
in public, but like, I just feel like he'd look around and you'd be like, all right, probably not gonna fuck with that guy.
Yeah, don't know what is going on there, but I'm not gonna mess. with
Yeah, like Jackson. No offense to Jackson, but like I see him out in public. If he was causing problems, I'd be like, that's fine. You know, go ahead and cause a problem. We'll figure it out. But like somebody would like Josh Yelverton. He's got a fierceness to him, an edge already before you even. And you're like,
Yeah.
God damn, why's he gotta be a problem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want no problems with this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
no.
he's security somewhere.
Is he?
Yeah, like that's one of his jobs. I don't know where, but it's like that sucks for the people fucking with them.
Well, because I know some nights he probably has a bad night and he's like, I'm going to fuck somebody up tonight.
Yeah,
Like,
and-
I've had a bad day.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put somebody
and
on their ass
people look
tonight.
at Josh and like, I love you, Yolo, but like he almost looks like a living embodiment of Monster Energy can. You're like, this dude.
Is his nipples pierced?
Oh, I don't.
for sure.
Does he?
He has pierced nipples?
Never
Yeah.
felt him.
To me, that just seems like somebody who enjoys
But
Monster
they're not
would
just
have.
the bars; they're like the rings.
Like the bull rings.
Oh,
they're
I
like
got
the
a buddy
scepter.
who's got his
dude.
nipples pierced.
Yeah, you do.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Dude, we had a buddy on the podcast that cut his own dick open
I beg your pardon.
and put ball bearings in his dick
And hung
and
from it?
sewn it back up for pleasure for someone else. And didn't he have to get them taken out?
I beg.
Really?
And he was gonna show us on the podcast, and I'm like,
How fine was it, shawty? Like, how fine was it?
I mean, I
girl
think
made
it
him
was
do
just for in general.
and I'm just gonna
Oh.
let you
It
know
was
that
for, like, one
Shawty
lady.
or whatever
Yeah.
was from the circus. It was like a whole.
It was an ordeal.
It depends on how long.
You got history in the circus? What's going on?
No, it just depends on how long it's been since you had some.
What you're willing to do?
What you're willing to do? Look, man, we've all been there.
You would cut into your own dick?
No, I'm not that wild.
All right, dude.
I can't do a lot of stuff, dude.
I can't give myself a shot.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy, man. Like people who do like their own tattoos and shit. I'm not that guy.
You're saying like if you were in shock or something, you couldn't even do the thing where you're like,
that's tough. That'd be tough for me.
Yeah,
but you don't. This is the thing. You just do this.
No,
don't
I
even
think
think about the
shock. I
Oh,
think
right.
it's different.
Yeah. When it's like life or death with you, but when you're just trying to
Cut
bust
your own
and you're just like,
penis open?
she can fit herself in a box. So I'm gonna put this barb through my peckerwood.
I don't know, because if you are in shock, what if you have to cut like a bullet out? Like, everybody seen the movie Game Night?
I'll just die. There's certain
You
stuff
know,
I'm
like,
just gonna die.
You're like,
They have to
yeah.
cut the bullet out, and then she's got to
She
sew back
cuts
up,
it
but she
this-
stabs
Yeah.
the bullet wound.
Yeah, that's also crazy. I would just die. I'm not that. I don't. Life's cool and all. I ain't got kids or a wife or something. Maybe it's different when you got to fight for something. But I would just like zombie apocalypse or something like that. I'm just going.
You're just calling it done.
I'm just calling it.
We've
Dude,
had this conversation
because the world's never going to be the same, and we're going to be old and dead by the
Yeah,
time it
yeah,
gets
you
back to
gotta
being
wait.
nice. I'm not going through 40 years of hardship to enjoy this utopia we're trying to get to in Utah. I'll kill myself right now.
That's also assuming that 40 years later it's going to be.
Oh yeah.
That's, yeah.
It's going to be
Like
anything.
this.
That's what I'm saying. So it's never going to go back to normal
Never.
life. So I'm saved. I'll go somewhere else.
That's why I never understood the show. The
Last of
Walking
Us, The Walking Dead.
probably both of them. Are
Both of them are the same. Basically,
But it's
the
like,
same.
yeah, like, so the show is like it never ends.
Basically, they're just trying to get
Yeah.
to like
To
this
have
one place
a society again.
where it's like, because
Like a fenced-in area.
you're trying to get to a place where it's calm, and there's certain areas where it's calm. So the whole show's like them just like learning how to live in this new world and then trying to get to the like utopia kind of thing where
I think it'd
everything's
be
secure.
fun. I think I would thrive.
Yeah, but then how do you?
I would have fun
how do you
for a
deal
few
with
days.
Food and stuff. Like, yeah, you
Oh,
have food
yeah.
wherever it's at, but then you can't grow food because the world's nuclear.
Well, they start doing that in the places that everyone's trying to get to basically one
Oh,
place.
Well,
I was
you
thinking we're talking about like a
zombie
zombies or like
nuclear.
Well, if
fire?
Right.
zombies have gotten loose, there's something on the planet that's fucking things in general up.
Yeah.
I assume it probably doesn't stop at humans. It probably gets onto things.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah,
fucks
but,
Yeah.
I
those
think,
things up.
but I think you'd know. You know, you see a deer with like its eyes falling out.
I get that, but like if
alright,
you're
Yeah.
a
I
fenced
don't
in
eat that
area,
one.
you're gonna have to have miles and miles and like a crazy amount of square footage. Say you got 100 people, you got to repopulate. You're gonna have to slowly stretch that further and further.
I'll just kill him. See, the fact
Yeah,
we're talking about
like-
this, I'll just kill
He's
myself.
like,
I've been checked out since the moment it came on the news that shit was happening. I'm
How
outta
do you
here.
think this all ends,
The
or
world?
does it end?
The world? I think we will be long gone before any of that happens. But
Yeah, there ain't
the
nobody
Bible
knows.
says what? Going up in what?
Nobody knows the time.
Yeah, nobody knows the time or the place, but the Bible says what? Fire and water and the earth will be
yeah,
set on fire,
everything
basically,
will
or
be
something like that.
destroyed.
Yeah, everything will be destroyed. So,
Plagues.
so if you know that that's the end,
When Jesus comes back.
when Jesus
that's
comes back,
when-
all that's gonna happen. So if you know the end, I'm cool with whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think it's during our time?
No.
We don't know.
I mean, you
don't know,
You
but-
never know. It could be
But with
5
all
minutes
the
from now. We
shit
ain't got no
that's
clue.
happening, like superstorms, volcanoes, like Yellowstone, you
Dude,
think
I
that's
think
gonna go?
Well,
off?
there's always been. Well, now they're coming out with like things that they figured out
that would
like
be everything.
like populations of people like the Neanderthals or something like that. They've been wiped out due to like these cataclysmic events.
Yeah.
And like lost societies and lost people. I think we'll just be another one of those.
So
And
do
then
you
it'll always
think-
start after a
just
while?
had a-
Do you think in the situation, like if the world ends and it's because God comes back, do you think there's cycles of that?
See, yeah, that's when it. That's
Because
when it
like, are
gets
we just
tricky.
one of the cycles of
And
humans?
I think we think we're more important than we are. And I think after a while, Lord's gonna be
Yeah.
like, all right, y'all think y'all are hot stuff. I'm gonna come show y'all that all this is fit to restart again.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Because they are, records of stuff like whole civilizations of people have been wiped out due to like whether it was floods, volcanoes, all stuff like that. So it's like if that's happening and it's happened before, and it's so like we think we're here for a long amount of time.
It's
When
just
you look at like history, it's just like, bro, there's been so many civilizations of people that's been wiped out.
Dude, I saw somebody, and this was like an Instagram video, but I think it was ripped from TikTok. But it was like, imagine a coyote with the body of T-Rex. Can you imagine this? Just try to put that together with your brain real quick.
Yeah,
Like that small.
like that large of a coyote.
Oh, you
Well,
mean just
a-
a huge coyote?
Yeah,
A coyote,
Short-ass
the shape of a T-Rex.
yeah.
Can you imagine this?
Yeah. Have you seen those armadillo shells they found that look like Volkswagen Beetles? There's giant as them,
I
and they're
have
just
not.
they're
I've not
armadillos.
seen
They're
those.
because certain
Jamie,
things
can you
can't.
check that.
Yeah,
Pull that shit up.
yeah. Just look up giant armadillo shell, and it's literally like the size of.
All right.
Hey,
You just take a phone
That's
call.
cool. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Who do you think you think this is Joe Rogan?
Yeah,
Hello.
Crazy, dude. Who in the world?
It's probably important.
It might be. Very well could be.
Are they finna come evict y'all out of this house? Did y'all pay rent? It is the second.
We did. I mean, I
Yeah.
paid the mortgage, baby. That's all I'll do.
yeah, I can.
Get a
Again.
rip, dude. Who the hell?
Okay.
Well,
But
we
yeah,
got.
they found like giant armadillo.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
You're good.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Robbie's gonna come take photos while we're doing this.
Oh, okay.
It was supposed to be for the Johnny thing, but the
So, yeah.
time frame didn't work.
Like armadillo, like a lot of shit used to be way bigger than it was, and it just couldn't make it to live.
Yeah, that's gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
I honestly, the more I think about it, I have this thought a lot of like kind of how shit's gonna end or what could happen, and the whole like nuclear thing to me, like just World War III popping off and shit
That's the
getting
most
fired.
realistic.
Dude, that
Yeah.
I sit up and think about that
Yeah.
probably
I do
too
too, man.
much
Because
it's
there
like-
was a movie on Netflix about it recently that like
Oh, really?
Obama directed or something. It was like a nuclear thing from China,
really
and like it came about like these people were like stranded on like Long Island
Well,
or something.
you think about it, like
And
the
he's-
Cold War with Cuba.
Yeah.
No one attacked because they didn't want to start it.
Yeah, it was-
right
yeah.
now. We are essentially in a super long Cold War because everyone has nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
it's
And everyone knows that they can kill everyone, but they
Yeah.
don't.
and
Because
it's not
everyone
just-
would die. It'd be mutually assured destruction.
right, and it's
Like-
not just us in Russia like it was
Yeah,
in the
yeah, it's-
50s
yeah.
to 80s or whatever. But like learning some of that and like following that shit and learning more about that stuff, like the amount of times we were on the brink of like, oh shit's about to go down. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And somehow it didn't happen. It's like, bro, imagine how often that shit happens and we just don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Did you guys imagine that animal combination?
Yes.
Back to that.
Yeah. Just
yeah.
just it
so
being.
I'm about to blow your mind for a second.
Okay.
Kangaroos.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Like kangaroos or T Rex's baby form?
They're saying like the idea is like
That was
kangaroos are basically a dinosaur from a long time ago, and they just never
Well,
became
yeah.
extinct.
So are alligators and turtles, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that are like considered like elephants to
All
a
right,
certain
dude.
degree.
I was trying to do something there. but
Have you
that's
guys
fine.
seen? No, I'm with you.
I've never done one.
Okay.
Do one now.
Now you guys
Just put it in your lip.
for sure.
And you
No.
Really?
Let me rip
Dude,
one.
no.
Let me rip
I've
one.
never done one. You do not have to let them peer pressure.
I
you,
really
dude.
love this guy.
You do not have to let them
Get
peer
peer
pressure. I'm
pressure.
just telling
Let me
you.
smell it. You already put it in your mouth.
It's not going to be good,
Smell it.
It's a
Smell it.
great
It's wintergreen.
brother.
It just
I do
tastes
love
like,
wintergreen. Let me
it
just
just
smell the
tastes
cap.
You don't
Smell
like
it.
lick on it. Just like
Yeah, you
throw it
just
in
don't.
between your. You
Yeah.
don't sit there and suck.
You don't
on
have to take it. To
Yeah, but
dinner
what
or
is what
nothing.
is even going on here? So what do you do?
That's just nicotine pouch.
it. Yeah, it's just nicotine.
That's
Yeah,
the.
you're gonna get a pretty good head high.
It's good for your brain.
Yeah, it's like a neurotropic.
Yeah.
It's tobacco without tobacco.
It's nicotine.
Are you trying to sell me on it or get me to not do
Yeah.
it? What are
I
you-
don't want you to do it if you don't want to do it.
You don't
If
have
wanna
to do it. You don't
I have
to.
no reason to or to not.
I say just try it because it's not as bad as you think.
I heard you can throw up off this.
They're also
that's dip. That's
addicted to it. So
I only do it when
I'm pretty like. How expensive is this right here?
$4.
$4 or $5.
Yeah.
It's for 6 of them, or no?
No.
That's 6
No,
milligrams.
6 milligrams.
There's like 20.
What is 6 milligram in the grand scheme of things? Like, if I'm doing this for the first time, what is 6 gonna do to me? Is that gonna hurt me?
Have you ever smoked?
You don't have to.
Jameson.
I don't smoke cigarettes.
Have you ever?
When I was like,
Yes. So it's not gonna be any worse than that.
No, it's okay.
I hated
No,
cigarettes.
that's
Yeah,
bad.
just don't do it. Now, do
Wow, now you make me feel. Don't do me like. He's like, you know what? You're not even like that. You're hurting my feelings.
Hey, give me the needle. You know what Damn, you're ruining the moment.
God, you're hurting my feelings. I feel like.
Nah, you're,
Now, dip will make you throw
nah,
up.
that would
Dip will
Yeah.
make you
How long do you have to have it in your mouth for? And
Yes.
hey, watch
You
it.
can.
That's what she said.
no
It doesn't matter. You can keep it in like as little as 5
You
minutes. or,
always
like,
have
30
it in,
minutes.
yeah.
I used to do them a lot.
Did
Yeah.
you ever dip?
Oh yeah.
So from the moment you did it the first time, you're like, oh, this is gonna be a thing now, or you're like, oh, I don't need that, and then you were just like, why not?
What? No.
Why did you do it so much after the first time?
Oh, because I was quitting vaping, so I went to these, and so I started doing those.
And now you're back to
Started
vaping.
and now you're doing those and vaping.
Exactly.
So-
Put your hands together.
So why that both? Why the both thing?
Well, because at the time I was working in a restaurant, and vaping inside the restaurant was like kind of frowned upon. And so with these, you could just throw them in your mouth, and you didn't have to like spit or like you're not blowing a cloud up into the.
So
You
you
know.
swallow it.
And that's like the thing of
Yeah,
all
they're
the brands
everywhere.
to do is Zen.
Zen, yeah, or Rogues. There's Rogues too.
Rogues,
But, like,
I've heard
like
people
a
say
lot.
those are like shit.
I like the Rogues
They're-
a lot
I like the Rogues.
because they're
I like
like
the pack.
moist.
I like the
Yeah.
They got a little bit of
Yeah.
juju in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we all used to like dip in like high school. That's where we started like dipping.
Right.
See, you're making me want to because I don't have a lot of man energy. Like you can tell.
I think
Like
you're
I might
manly.
strangle you guys sometimes, but it's like in public y'all look manlier than me. Yeah, y'all see me in y'all's group walking around and you're like, well, that one.
Have you ever killed an animal?
I did hit a squirrel the other day on accident. The motherfucker just wouldn't get out of the way. He went like this, and I hit him, and I was like,
Damn.
and I felt like I
got
went to
off the
circle
body
back
and
to
shit.
go run him over completely because it's like I don't want him.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't want him to just
That's
be
wild.
dying.
Keep going home.
That's
dude.
crazy.
No. I was.
He might have lived. You
I was
would've murdered him.
It was like the footstep from my fucking workplace, and I was like, I wanted to make sure he was fully dead. And I didn't want him to like partially be dying,
Oh, yeah,
and then
you
be
don't want
like
him to
thinking
suffer.
about yo my fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And I turned around, he wasn't even there no more.
He got out of there.
He got bodied by the car pretty hard though.
He got out of there.
They're
There's
resilient.
some tough animals.
They're resilient.
Yeah, but I've never purposely killed an animal on purpose.
There's somebody walking up to you.
Yeah, they're here to take photos.
Okay.
Get the gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, get the.
They're giant too. So when he comes in, don't be like,
He's
"Who you
like-
tall?"
Dude, super
I'm
tall.
gonna say that exactly.
He's got what,
So
6'7"?
we asked him, hey man, you play
How tall
basketball?
are you?
Oh my god!
Ask him
this
how
is-
tall he is for sure.
How's the weather up there?
What's up?
How's the weather up there? Fuck you.
Oh, dude, the fucking. We're gonna have to re-angle it when he comes in. You're not even on camera no more.
Yeah, we'll have to. We'll
What's
definitely
up,
have to-
brother?
Brother.
What's up, man?
Oh,
God, you're really tall, dude.
Yeah, how tall are you, man?
God, you're really tall. That's tight.
We're living a dream, man.
So good now that we're around a
So
stud.
good. So good.
Sorry, they're all gay.
It's fine.
Oh, I was gonna say, what I was gonna say earlier. You guys were talking about the animals being super big back in the day. They are combining. They are genetically cloning elephants in order to bring woolly mammoths back.
Well, they found a
But
full
for
one.
what?
They found a full one.
Like
I don't know.
solid and
They found
ice,
a
right?
fully preserved one.
Yeah,
And they want to remake it for some weird reason.
they want to put them back
Well,
in the
'cause they
Arctic.
can live in this. They can live up there where it's at. But those.
But why?
The glaciers are all like falling apart and shit. Up
It's the
there.
Russians, man.
They just need.
They just do
They
what
want
they
to
want
have.
to do.
Yeah.
They want to put the
Yeah.
flag on the back of them.
Yeah.
Cool. You know?
See, do you think it's gonna become like the Star Wars things, the
No.
big machine things that are walking?
Like the
No.
AT-ATs or AT.
Trust me, they're good. If
Yeah.
they
Or no,
they make
no,
those
no.
animals that big again, guarantee you there's gonna be like big game hunters out for them.
Oh, the AT-ATs. Yeah.
See, it makes me wonder, like, is it going to become like Star Wars again? Because Star Wars is so technology driven,
Yeah.
and you're on all sorts of planets. Is that where the world's going? Are we going to be Star Wars?
No, because they thought 25 years ago we'd have flying cars and shit by now, and come to find out like we'll never have flying cars.
You don't know that.
Elon Musk said
There's
it's
literally
just not
cars
it's
that
not,
you can
it's not
drive.
physically possible.
Isn't
With-
an
Look.
airplane just a flying car?
It's
But
Thank you. It's got tires. dude. Engine.
but to do the maneuvers you need to as a car.
Sal Volcano and Stone Cold Steve Austin. You're gonna. That was a weird way to say that.
Oh, this is the black
Hey,
lady
is
used
that
to
a
tell
lizard
people.
leg?
Sal Volcano.
lizard leg towing, dude. Hell yeah.
The fuck. I hate this remote. I gotta replace it. It's fucking shattered. Sal Volcano and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
There you go.
Dude.
I didn't know that he released a new special.
I like him.
Yeah,
He's
he.
good.
I like his podcast to do with actually that one right there
Okay,
with
here it
Theo.
is. This
I
is-
like when Theo makes
Straight
people
up
cry.
Stone
I
Cold.
really like it.
The ones he does with Chris Stefano.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
I love
Chris
Chris.
is so good.
I love Chrissy.
He's awesome.
Oh, he's so good.
This. Like, you're telling me we can't have flying cars, but we can have cars that do this shit?
They're going straight into the water.
Yeah.
Like, he
amphibious
does. Look, he
shit.
immediately. He didn't, like, hit a button and, like, yo, let me get this
Yeah.
kind of correct for the water. He immediately went into the thing.
There was no button in
So you're
hatches.
telling me there's no way. Maybe not while we're alive. Also, look at that. Looks like a lowrider on water. That's crazy.
But also, that shit's going super slow.
Is that a panther? Is that
Brother,
that thing
dude,
is
what the
called?
fuck is
Yeah,
your
dude,
problem?
it's
You're,
an
you're like, your standard has got to be like 25 years. It's never gonna happen.
Right.
No,
We
I don't think it's ever gonna
I
happen.
get the. Do you think hoverboards or flying cars happen first?
Neither.
Hoverboards.
Hoverboards for sure got to happen first, right?
Yeah.
But I think there's things that we never could fathom that exist now. The flamethrower.
Well, no, the
thing.
hoverboards came out, what, 50 years
No,
ago
he's
now
talking
in Back
about-
to the Future, and it's not a thing.
No, I think it was like 2019 in the thing.
No, but I'm saying Marty McFly had one in Back to the
Yeah,
Future.
yeah, yeah.
And-
Yeah, but
we still
guess
have
what?
it.
Time traveler.
yeah,
It's not
yeah,
really
yeah.
fair. He can move around.
Yeah, he could, yeah. But old boy built him a hoverboard. And my thing is, there's greedy enough, smart
We're
enough
not
people
giving
that
Doc-
if they could.
But my thing is,
Do you understand
how
who
many-
Doc is right now? Doc is Elon.
Yeah.
We're not giving him enough time to cook. He's not gray yet.
No, but
when he becomes gray,
Elon came out of his
88
mouth and
we're
said
gone.
it's not physically possible with the ways the way physics works nowadays and
have a-
technology has. He said it's not going to be
Is it-
possible.
I mean, it's like just a helicopter.
Well, no, it's that that jet that can lift straight up.
Yeah, the F-35.
Yes,
Yeah.
he said how loud that thing is and how much it would do. It would cause so much havoc on Earth that it would not be feasible.
Yeah, but then also, what about the things that bend air, like that?
Like a Dyson.
No,
Like a vacuum
the dude
cleaner?
that was on.
Avatar: Last Airbender.
No, he was on JRE and he was
Dude, we're
talking
not
about
doing
being on Area 51 and
Oh, Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar was talking about things that
It's like a UFO.
it moves air, but not like
You know,
propulsion. It like
He was talking about like a anti-gravity.
it's like a propulsion thing, but it
it was on a table and it can
Yeah.
float by itself and it had its own
Like when you-
gravitational pull.
when you
Yeah.
it was when you put your hand towards it, it pushed your hand back. I believe
it's like a force field type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like that could hover. That ain't gotta make noise. They were saying it didn't even make noise.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, though, they can't. His whole job was to re-engineer that, and he couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
I think
Like his whole thing was to take it apart and
Try and
figure it out how it works, and
I
it's
just
just
feel like it
not.
was too soon. Like you got to give somebody time to cook, and like people are gonna get weird. It's like you're seeing weird shit. Of course you're gonna get
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But also think like we'll get wiped out before any of that shit, and then we're gonna have to restart all this shit.
Maybe
over.
us. I feel like maybe in our
Yeah.
time frame, maybe if we live to whatever 80,
Yeah.
at the very edge of our 80, we're probably gonna see some things where like
Yeah,
10
but I
years
don't.
from
I don't
then-
think it'll ever be so recreational because it's like if you drive around certain places, like just 15 minutes outside of Pensacola, it looks like they never left 1950. So it's like, what are we talking about?
Our parents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
the
there are
South
people
is
that
a-
just
yeah.
want the time that
Yeah.
they enjoy to stay, so they do
Yeah.
try to like isolate or like keep their little community the way it is.
Yeah.
which is fine.
That also makes cities and that's like their, I guess their vibe. Like
Yeah.
people go to those places and get away
Because
from
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's like cool as well.
What's like one thing y'all would want built? Like kind of like a flying car. Like what's something super cool that you would think like this would be dope as shit to have?
If
like,
you could figure out how to breathe underwater, like an apparatus, like
Okay.
kelp.
Like the Star Wars ones where they
Yeah.
throw them in their
Nobody
mouth
got
and
that,
they
that's
can
fine.
fucking...
Yeah. Well, they have the little tubes.
I said nobody
now.
got the kelp thing.
Oh, no.
Was that a SpongeBob reference?
No, it's like the other guys,
Never saw it.
and he's talking about I'm a tuna, and like you're a tiger, and if you come
right.
out of the water, well, we're gonna develop like a kelp system
Oh,
that
okay.
circulates air, and we're gonna come onto the land and kill you.
So you're thinking about like re-engineering
That's fine.
humans.
Didn't land.
Dude, is Will Ferrell not the best?
Thank you. He's pretty good.
Phenomenal.
But no, like breathing underwater would be cool, or if we could figure out how to actually fly without like being super connected to like metal.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if we could just have gravity where we could just be like, I'm out,
Yeah.
or instant
Yeah,
transportation. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. He
think
makes
about
fun of
where you
yeah.
want to go.
And you don't watch anime at all, do you?
I do Dragon Ball Z,
I knew you. That's why when you went like
Yeah,
this, I
for
knew
sure.
I
You got to
knew
be
it was
in contact.
yeah, instant transition.
But you got to be able to imagine where it is.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You know,
yeah.
which would be kind of a cheat code because now you have social media. You could just be like, yo, where are you at? Send me a photo. Look at the photo.
What is that
There.
like? That movie.
Right.
That movie Jumper.
Yeah, Jumper was
Jumper
sick.
was a good
It was
movie.
kind of slept on. Didn't really go that far.
I liked it.
Yeah, me too.
To me, they should have made like 2 or 3 of them with the same. But the thing is, they're like those movies. They didn't expect them to pop, so then the actor wanted like more money for the second one, and they just
Yeah.
never made it. And it was just like, okay, cool. But no,
There's
Jumper's a good story.
There's
like
a bunch of weird movies kind of like that. Like, do you remember? I think it's called Looper.
Yes, Looper's the same. Now Looper, that's a good little storyline.
That's like a
because to me, that's
mind-
more realistic than a lot of other shit
Yeah.
that you can just
Do you
like.
remember that movie?
Yeah,
I think I watched it. But it's been a
Joseph
long
Gordon-Levitt was
time.
Bruce Willis.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
was such a cool
He had to like
difference.
go back in time to like kill himself.
Yeah.
To stop himself from killing
Yeah.
the people who like made him kill people.
Yeah.
Because in the future they kill his wife. Because once you retire, you have like 10 years. So you're a looper where you get sent back in time. There's a guy like on a sheet in a random field. You shoot him. you get paid for it, and basically he doesn't go on to live in the future. So he ends up like seeing himself on the mat, and he doesn't shoot himself because like part of his brain trying to connect to like his future self.
Yeah.
Because they end up like after 10 years, they let you live for 10 years after you retire.
Yeah.
And they like went in there and killed his wife and stuff like that. But he actually like made it out. So his wife's dead, and he's like, they're supposed to kill him too, but they didn't. So he's just like around, like trying to kill the people that killed his family, kind of thing.
revenge.
Or
on
that
that.
Justin Timberlake
Time, where you
I
pay
think
for everything
it's
in
no
time.
time
That
or
one?
something.
Dude,
where your
I
time
have
is counting. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I have
Where
seen
how much money
so
you got.
many fucking like shorts and stuff on that movie, and I have no. Like,
It's-
I could never.
it's
find
really
that.
good.
It's really, but his
The ending
they
part-
make his mom like a fine 30-year-old or something like that.
Yeah.
It looked like he's like hugging this woman. It's like this is his wife.
Because
This
you
could be
can
his
get
wife.
time. I can give you my time.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, like you pay for everything with your time. Like
well, I've
he
seen
was
the like casino one.
For your time?
yes.
Yeah.
Where they're
Every day
like-
you work for your time, and
Yeah.
you have to like pay rent with your time. You have to like buy a cup of coffee with your
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Would you do that? Would you live in a
No.
world where you did that?
No.
But what if you could just have unlimited? Like, what if you worked hard enough where your time could never go away?
No, because then it's just a classism thing, and I hate that already as a poor person.
Yeah, but
We're
if
in
you
a
hold on,
classism
not
thing now,
necessarily
so-
because
Yeah.
like if you do the OnlyFans thing, if you always have enough time to look good, brother, your time is on like always coming in.
True. No, I just couldn't. No, have you ever seen Black Mirror? They have one where it's based off social status.
I saw
Where it's
the
like,
one where it
where it's like
floats.
it's basically rating you, like your interactions with people. They give you like a 5, and that's how you like.
Why did you do that to him? You're not a 5, dude.
No, I think
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
but you
zero.
touched him
it's
when you said
it's
he
5-star. Like so, say for instance.
Oh,
me and-
5 out of
okay.
5?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a save.
yeah.
Good save.
I see
Yeah, he
Hilton,
saved
I
that
see
for
Hilton in the
sure.
grocery store or something, and I'm like, oh shit, that was a cool interaction. I can give him a 5, and his like point system will go up. Like it's out of 5, so it's a range.
So
but
it's
like,
rating
but you
everyone-
can't get a house if you have a 2.2.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you
Oh, so it's on everything.
So you're
It's on
talking about
everything.
China.
So they're all like Uber drivers.
Because I think
Yes.
China has a social score,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
So basically, yeah, but the theory of it was to make people be nicer to each other because that way everyone gets a good rating, and then that's how like you can live life. Like
Would
you
that-
can only go to certain coffee shops and shit like that.
But would that-
if you have a certain rating? It's
it's
like a
like 3
social.
stars and above.
It's a
Yeah.
it's like how those TikTokers now like, oh, if you have 1 million followers, you can go to this party. But if you don't, then you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's the show was just like that. Black Mirror is like the documentaries that you were talking about.
Yeah,
where
it's every episode's
Every episode's different, and
Yeah, I
they have a
saw that.
lot of like futuristic-y,
Some
cool
of
ass
them are
little.
wicked, man.
Some of them, yes. Like there was one that was like a military one where like as soon as you join the military, you know you gotta get like vaccines and certain shit. They were injecting people that were like when they saw Jewish people, they saw like monsters. Like it looked like a zombie to them. Like they were real deal like a zombie.
Yeah.
So they dropped them off over there and was just like, hey, kill all these monsters. Well, one dude's like injection or whatever started malfunctioning,
So
and he was like,
realized.
he walked into a room. He was like, "Why is there 3 kids in here?" And his homeboy came in and killed them all. He was like, "Dude, why'd you just kill these kids?" Like, dude, those are monsters. You see their faces? Like they're over here chewing on drywall and stuff like that. And the dude's chip started malfunctioning. He like goes on and tries to mess it up and stuff like that. But no, Black Mirror is dope, dude.
Yeah. I think I watched because there's multiple seasons of it now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think I watched the first season.
Bro,
of it.
they just
like,
came-
when
They
it first
just
came
do
out.
they make me feel so
Bro.
It's weird,
Icky.
isn't it?
Bro.
That first season. I think that's why I didn't watch the next one because there were some episodes in there where I was like I didn't know what to. You know what I
Right.
mean? You're like,
It's
Yeah.
hard to process.
They came out with one recently. They dropped a new season like earlier this year, and there was one episode where basically like you go work in space for like 10 years, but you can put your conscience in like a robot down on Earth that looks like you, so you can come visit your family every Sunday in your
That's the when I watched that one. That's when I quit watching
yeah.
them.
And the storyline's so fucked up because
Don't-
like
dude, you guys,
they're never gonna
let
watch
them
it. They're
them.
never gonna watch
You
it.
need to.
Yeah, so that's
It's-
and it has
so
it has old boy from Breaking Bad.
What is it?
Brian Cranston,
No,
No,
the other one,
Jesse.
Jesse.
Mr.
What is it again?
Yeah, it's Black Mirror, but it's an episode with him in it.
It's got 2
And-
astronauts. That
Yeah, and they work in space that you can bring your consciousness back down to Earth.
Yeah.
But one of them got like,
Dude.
all right, I won't do it. I
Yeah,
won't do
well,
it.
I'll
I won't do
watch
it.
that one
Watch it,
because
please.
That's
Because
all.
that sounds
If you don't
fucked
watch any of them,
Watch that one because the ending, dude. It's just like, oh
It
my
is.
I remember
god,
some of
dude,
the
you
like the
feel
video
so-
game one.
What
in the
was
first
the
season.
one
When
that
hit- when-
blew the fuck up?
When him and his homie were fucking each other in the game,
Yeah, it was the video.
they
game.
would get in a virtual reality game and they would have sex even though they're two
Yeah.
dudes. But it was
Yeah,
like
that
you could
was-
feel everything in the game. Like if you got punched in the face in the
It
game,
was like a Neuralink.
yeah,
thing.
you
They
could.
would, like,
Yeah, it
go
was
into
basically
your-
Neuralink, but
Yeah.
you went it. They were playing Mortal Kombat basically, and they like started like
Mm-hmm.
having sex in the game. They liked it so much that like one dude started like thinking he was gay with his best friend, and like one dude was like felt like he was cheating on his wife. So in real life, they like met up, and he was like one of his homeboys, the other dude was fiending for it. He was like, dude, play the game with me, please. He was like, I need it. And one dude was like, dude, I have a wife and kid at home. Like, I'm not doing this. And then, like, they, like, met up and was like, dude, are we gay? He was like, dude, kiss me.
Yeah.
He's like, kiss me, man. Are we gay?
What was the one with, like, the drone? I remember specifically, like, a drone, like, following a person. And it was, like, maybe it was two people that met to fight each other, like, to the death. And there was a dude watching from a drone, like, flying over him. Do you remember this one? It was like the first or second episode. It's like real early on.
No, the first episode I watched was when they made the prime minister have sex with that pig on live TV to let his daughter go. But they had let his daughter go like 3 days before.
Right.
This sounds like a real life
It's a wild show.
South Park episode or something.
What was the name of
Yeah.
the fucking that short film from
Oh,
yesterday?
yeah.
Y'all should watch that.
What was that?
Oh,
Something about a box.
yeah.
I can look at the library. Hold on.
I can find it.
What's
You're
in the-
good.
What's in the fucking box?
Why does this freeze sometimes?
I just showed Bailey that video.
This. It'll be. Right. We watch a lot of cops. There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Other
The-
side.
I've seen a preview of this.
Yeah, that's.
But this is
thing
like
is
a
freaky.
YouTube, or not a YouTube short, but it's a full movie that's only like 10 minutes long. And it's about like the theory. Like basically, this dude has a gift and he has to give it away.
Or he gets killed?
I think it has something to do with him being like forced to give it away.
But it's like whenever you take your eyes off of it, doesn't the person?
Yeah,
get
he
further
slowly
and
comes
further
out. You cannot stop looking at this box.
Dude, it's
And a
so
person will come out and they try experiments where they like throw a pencil or something and it'll throw it back.
Yeah, it's some crazy
But this
shit.
thing does a few different ones. This thing is called Alter, Alter, on YouTube. If you want to look it up, I guess they're like a production company, but they do like mind-bending type little
short story,
Yeah.
horror film type stuff. But I mean, like the way it's shot and everything for a little 12-minute video on YouTube is.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the movie It Follows?
No.
So It Follows is basically a horror movie about you have a thing, and you're gonna say, oh, it's an STD basically, but it's not. So once you have sex with somebody that has the it thing, you're now being followed by basically death, and death takes the form of someone close to you and looks just like them. You don't know it's not them, and they'll kill you. But all you have to do, like, they're only walking speed. Like, that's the speed they're going. They'll never be in a car driving. They're only ever walking towards you. And once you have sex with someone else, it transfers to them. You don't have it no more.
So it's like a Final Destination,
The
like
second,
a remake or something?
the second I invite one of my homies over to come hang out at the house and they're walking to my house,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna know something's up.
It's like, yo, you said you're on the way 3 hours ago. He's
Yeah.
like, coming down 29 right
Yeah.
now, man.
Yeah.
I'll be there in a few.
Actually, don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
What's going
Turn
on?
around.
Yeah.
But, like, it's kind of like one of these B horror
Is
movies.
that Gwyneth Paltrow?
But,
No. Jesus, no.
but, like, when you watch it, it's so fucking good. Like, it's filmed really, like, eerie.
Yeah.
But it's high quality. And it literally takes the embodiment of anybody. So it'll be like an old lady staring at you through a window, walking toward you, and you're like, "Oh fuck!"
So
It's close to
can
me.
you murder the person that's murdering you? Because
I don't
to me
think
that would be the
that's
simplest way to stop
possible.
it.
that feels like the way to do it.
I don't
Yeah.
think you can murder the thing because once it gets to you, they don't really show that part. There is a part in the movie
Does
where
anyone die?
Huh?
Like, does it get anybody?
Yes,
Because then
you think it would end, right?
who would it transfer to if it's
The
fucking's
last
the thing?
person.
Because my thing is now it's got to be like,
Yeah, but look, if I fuck you
All right.
and then you get killed,
All
right.
brother, we're already on a path we can't
All right.
avoid now.
All right.
Okay, so if I fuck you and it kills you,
right.
then it comes to me. I was the
Comes back to
last
you
person.
with it alive. It just seems like a never-ending thing that would suck.
It's a good movie.
Once again, kill myself because I'm not dealing with this
I'm out
stuff.
of it.
Because look, this old lady is walking.
Oh, no.
Look how good this is filmed. You're like hooked. You're like, she's like, oh,
She's like,
fuck.
So
shit,
does
dude.
Does she know that this is happening?
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you
So
don't
she
know
fucked
you
this
have
old
the
lady?
it thing.
You don't, but
I think
okay.
this is like a social thing. Like, yo,
But-
tell people you have problems.
But
if you have
everybody
something.
knows of the it.
No,
Oh,
this is like
so who's the first to figure out about the it?
right.
I think it's like somebody gets told like, hey, I don't know who's the first person. That was a good question.
Okay, have y'all ever seen
What's
Talk
the
to Me?
origin of it?
Yes, talk to
What
me
is
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 really
it
good.
similar to Talk to Me, where you shake the hand, you go in there and find your demons or whatever, and sometimes they can come back out. The dead people can, and they start killing people. You see what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but this is only ever one thing.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think this is affecting everybody in the world. It's only affecting the line of sex.
Well, that's what Talk to Me was only affected people who touched their hand and said talk to me.
Yes, but anybody in the fucking world can touch the hand, and
Yeah.
it can affect
That's
all
the-
the people touching the hand. This can only affect the one, like,
Person.
transfer.
That's
like
the
if
newer
I fuck,
movie, right?
You know.
Talk to me.
Yeah,
is-
Talk to Me.
Talk to Me
So
is so
good.
good.
So
Yeah.
good.
And you know what's wild is those directors, and we talked about this before. They come from
That's
YouTube.
That's Bloomhouse. I think it was Bloomhouse or
Yeah.
A24.
Them
It was one
two
of them.
dudes are two
A24.
Australian
I think it was
twins.
A24. Then I think that's
24
them.
Studios.
But they
Yeah.
they directed it, but
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
an original A24 idea.
Yeah.
It was their idea.
I mean,
Them dudes are like on par with like Jordan Peele.
So what if they just lock this
Yeah.
old lady in a jail
Can't.
cell? You can't
Can't.
lock her in a jail cell.
Just I mean, and you really got to watch this movie. It's a good like watching
My
with
thing is
like
that
y'all cuddle
the
naked. I'm
horror
sure
shit-
it's a good thing
I beg
for
your
y'all to
pardon?
watch together.
The horror. I just
With
can't
your
get
guns
behind
and
the
stuff,
horror
you
shit.
know?
too?
All of y'all, dude.
With your guns.
You're standing at the door with the gun. You're like, nothing's coming in here, guys. Okay, go ahead.
Y'all are good.
Yeah.
I'll protect us.
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't get behind the horror shit too much, man.
Dude, and it's
It just-
crazy
it, like,
because look,
ruins
you
my-
think you're safe, and then all of a sudden it'll just show up.
Oh, so now
Oh,
she's
there
about to
she
try
is.
to pass it
Yeah,
on to
she's
him.
walking by.
Well, that's the thing is like, what if you fall in love with somebody, and what if you are really good at avoiding
I
this
saw
thing?
that little thing back there walking.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's so good. It like
But it's not the
catches
grandma,
you and
right?
I'm sorry. No, it looks like a. I don't know. It looks.
No,
it
I
did look
didn't.
like an animal at first.
Drinking a Diet Mountain Dew.
He's living
Right.
life. That
I
shirt's
mean,
pretty
look at
badass.
see it back there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So does it kill anybody else or just the
Does he
person that's
not
looking
see
at?
that? Like just walking away,
He-
Yeah, but you're also at a
he-
beach.
bro.
If you're at the river, you see somebody come through the woods. You're not that weird. At that
No,
river. You're
I'm
like, "What the
looking.
river?"
I don't
Dude,
care.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah, I'm a
Bro.
no.
I'm sitting in the
Like-
deer stand. Some guy starts walking towards me
Oh.
like, okay.
Something's going
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
See, that would be a mind
Not
fuck. Like,
good.
what if you can't blow it away?
Right, if you're like
Like
up-
you're in a
if
tree
up
stand
in
and
a-
you're like, dude, you
Yeah,
know,
like,
I had
there's
that
only
thing
one
with that
way.
girl that one time, but she's good. She has it now. Well, she's dead. Now it's coming for you, and you're like, hold on, no.
And now there's only one way down.
Yeah, one. Then you find out the person you tried to give it to is now dead. That's kind of a mind thing.
Right.
Two. now
Oh, it's
you-
a ghost. They don't see this person.
Yeah, no, it's
Nobody
only.
sees it?
I'm sorry. It's a movie you have to watch. Nobody else because it's only for her.
Oh, nobody else sees it but her.
No, it's only a thing that affects you.
Oh, he just fucking
All right.
smacked
Man.
the chair.
Girl,
though.
get up and run.
Yeah, what are you
so
doing?
she can see it, but not everyone else can.
Yeah, only the person affected. It's
you
a really you
can't-
need to watch it to see the whole grasp of everything.
Oh no.
Now it's.
Yeah, because
yeah.
they gonna think she crazy, lock her ass in a loony bin, and the lady
I mean,
gonna come.
yeah, but the other dude got yeeted.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Well, but they saw her hair getting pulled too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Hey, yeah, for sure. Nobody closed the door.
let's
Leave it
go
wide
into
open.
the-
he okay.
We
Notice,
don't run into
notice.
The only building on the beach.
Yeah,
Going in the water.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
crazy.
You're going in the water to get drowned?
oh, here we go.
Well, they can only walk slow, right?
Yeah, but they can.
So they only
Can they
slow.
swim?
I don't think they can swim.
Right? Today's
You don't have
just-
any.
I'm out
Have you even
swim
seen
this-
this movie?
All right, hold on. She just downed her.
She just
Shit.
nope.
He's
she
out of
didn't.
that.
He's down. He's one shot. He's one shot. He's one shot. He's one shot. He's coming around the house. He's coming around the house. I can't see. He's ghost. He's ghost.
It's a
No.
good movie. Y'all
What about you
basically
just
gonna watch
get
the
on
whole
a
movie
boat?
right now. Stop.
And
But
just go
but did
hang
you
out
did you
there.
notice the ethnicity of those people?
Okay,
Always
Yeah, but-
happens to you guys.
Unseasoned.
Always happens to you
brother.
guys.
If I ever get it, I'm gonna 110 you
It's
real
half
quick.
of you as well, so it's
Yeah, man. You were there
Yeah,
about
it's gonna get half of your ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna be a body.
half of my cheeks is crazy. Go back to that. Go back. I want to see that picture.
The
You know, you
Sorry,
know.
the fucking thing is frozen.
No, it's not. You're moving it. There it is.
oh yeah.
I would have definitely
blonde
thought
hair.
he is part of a group who hangs out in the woods and lights stuff on fire at a certain point in time.
Which one? There's two of us kissing in that photo.
No,
to
the
the
one
right.
where you have no hair.
This one,
He's got some hair in there. It's just white.
bro. Oh, dude, we
It's
took this
bleached.
crazy photo. Our buddy Kitty, he's like FSU graduate for like photography and videography. He took a photo of me and him in Atlanta at this competition, and you're like in the forefront of the photo or something, and I'm behind him, and I'm doing like the.
Oh, the smile.
And I don't know where that photo is, but it makes it look like I'm like Majin Buu, like evil. I'm like,
that one right there. Far right.
yeah, that's from that exactly. That is that.
So
Medal.
you did gi for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we all have a past. It's okay,
Yeah. So
dude.
when did y'all start? When did y'all start jiu-jitsu?
Well, I started in July 26, 2016.
Okay.
You can basically ask him when did you start and stop
2 years
because
ago.
he's
Yeah. But I did it. I was doing it for like 6-8 months, hardcore,
Yeah.
and then
Sounds like
switched
drugs.
jobs. Yeah, switched jobs.
it's like
and everything.
hardcore, pretty
Right.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like a
a casual
Casual.
user.
I just come hang out pretty much. But yeah, no. But it was probably 2.5 years ago, something like that. I think. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
What about y'all?
Yeah, well, I started back in, I think, 2021 when I went to Korea. When I went to Korea in the Army. It was gi. And I remember I was telling these guys about it, like, oh, you're doing jiu-jitsu? That's freaking weird. And I'm like, all right. And then I got them into it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I showed up at Kazushi Club. I remember I did the Southeastern Submission
Classic.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to sign up, do whatever. I went to like an open mat at Kazushi Club, and then that was that. He came and watched me, and then, a couple months later, he signed up, and then Devin signed up, and then, yeah, we just started just going.
What initially got you into it? The military?
I would say that, or I've always been interested in it, like once I got into the military, but I just never had like the will to go do it and learn. And then I was like, you know what, I'm having all this time on my hands, I'll just go learn it. And then, yeah, just loved it. And then they got into it, and it's something we just do together as a thing now.
If y'all had a round robin, y'all had to face each other, who's going to be the victor out of everything? Because y'all all have attributes. That's a word. Attributes?
Attributes.
Attributes that are like, you know, you have pluses and minuses.
Right. It's on pure size, me or Devin, to some degree.
Really?
I don't think he
in a fight or jiu-jitsu
No,
match?
jiu-jitsu.
I don't
get
Not points, sub only.
I think I'm subbing Austin.
Wow.
And I think
My thing is, though, if we start on the feet, it's not going
Say
to
what
the
you were
ground.
fixing to say.
No, I think I'm beating Austin. Devin's the hard one because he's just so much man that there's so much to deal with him.
I'll just put you in a straight ankle.
Yeah, that's about the only thing you got with me. Nah, he is.
You tapped at his straight ankle?
A few times.
Yes.
Ward, haven't you
Look at
tried to
his
straight
hands,
ankle
look at his
me?
forearms.
I have, yeah. I almost had it, but we were sweaty.
Sure.
Almost doesn't count. So
I think I would know if you almost had it or not.
No, I think. No, I probably didn't, man.
I would say him.
Yeah, but a
I don't
lot
know.
of it.
I think
So you've completely bowed out because
is
you
it
think
just-
you'll win. You.
I think that I would. I think that Austin would.
Here we go.
Austin's just a better matchup size wise
For you.
for me. Jameson is a lot better technically sound, but my strength just kind of makes up for a lot of
Yes.
my technicality.
It's sub only.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
I'm about to say I just wouldn't go near him.
So also, how much of that do you think has to do with mentality? Because you'll see, like, when you go against, like, people in our room, like, when I go against Pat, if I didn't know Pat prior, I'd be like, oh, I think I have a shot against him. But because I know he's, like, an elder in our group, he's crazy technical.
Yeah.
Like, I have a crazy amount of respect for him. That factors into, like, what I go for, how fierce I am. Because, one, I don't want to disrespect him if I do something. Like, because sometimes you bump somebody or you hit their head or your hand goes across and bumps them in the mouth and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
They're going to think I'm spazzy and you don't want to do that. So it's like, I remember I rolled with Josh the other day and, like, his back and his shoulder is already a little iffy right now because he's recovering from an injury. And I hurt him again. Like, he went weird on his back, and I'm like, fuck. He's going to... Yelverton. So he's going to think I'm not safe. And I had a talk with him afterwards, and he's like, it's not that. I came back too soon. I should have just also told you, like, we should have just flowed or whatever. It's not your thing. But mentality-wise, you'll not roll full throttle with somebody versus you will with someone else.
Yeah, well, I think it's also when you're in a gym for a decent amount of time, you kind of know how to roll with each individual also because you know there's certain people that just tend to go a little harder than others, and then if you're rolling with somebody like Derek or someone, they might give you a position just so, they can get more work in and let you see what.
Hell,
Okay.
Cody does that to me all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it just depends on who you're rolling with. And, I mean, I think it's good to have hard rounds. Like, you definitely have to have hard rounds because if you're not getting that, then that's the one thing with competition. Like, I've only competed like 3 times, and I need to compete more, but there's definitely a factor of like rolling and then going 100% full blast competition, and then also having that, oh, everyone's watching me. My team is here. It's like a different thing that like I think, and I've not competed a lot, but I think most people that do compete a lot is like you have to get used to just competing, just in general, like that whole mentality of okay, this is competition. But I think more people that compete, they'll say like over time, at least from what I heard, it's like you get used to the competition.
Yeah, more often, how frequent, consistent.
That like adrenaline dump too of it, and I feel like it depends for people where you get that, throughout your match or whatever. But it's really hard to get to a point where you can feel that outside of competing, right? Like trying to put yourself in that space while you're training is really difficult to do because it's not the same level. Even if you are rolling, 95% or pretty high, it's hard to really get that competing side of it. I know. I get what you're saying because and even at Kazushi Club sometimes, I mean, Derek will have like I forgot I haven't been there in a while, but basically everyone would go like one time with one dude, and it'd be the whole.
You had Shark Tank.
Sit on the ground.
Or we do like a
King of the Mountain.
Have like a couple times we did like a quintet.
Yeah,
like, hey, these guys against these guys, and it puts you in a competition like set. Right. So you kind of get used to like okay. I gotta get this, my team wins. Like, it gives that competition vibe to it. But, it's hard to replicate that in training because, I mean, a lot of times you go in there and you're like, all right, I'm really trying to learn today. And a lot of times you go in there like, I'm just trying to have fun and, like, chill and maybe, do something new that I saw on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
It's like...
That's why, like, I feel like I like rolling with you guys because you're all so fucking strong. It's crazy. And it's like... I can't let you get too good of a position because of how strong you are and how...
Get too close.
Yeah, I can't let you get close. But, like, I will let you guys get to a spot where I'm like, okay, I'm in danger here. But it's because you're so good at that. I need to put myself into a realistically dangerous position and know that, like, when I'm there, mentally I'm not panicking. Yeah. Like, I'm like, yo, I am in a deep water situation here, but I can swim in this.
Yeah. It just sucks because, like, my style's mainly on my feet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know.
Oh, bro, we can stand next time, dude.
So then it's just like, no, people don't want to. Or, like...
Dude, it's tough.
That's why I kind of like going to that place in Gulf Shores because a lot of those guys, like, do MMA and shit like that, and they want to stand up. Like, they like... Like, I rode a whole round over there. We didn't touch it was just straight wrestling the whole time.
Yeah.
And we just, not because nobody, couldn't take each other down, but it's also like, when you are practicing so much of our game, like the bigger guys, it's throwing. It's really flipping a motherfucker. It's really putting somebody on the ass.
Oh, man, and y'all have some extra gravity coming down.
Yeah, so it's like I got to, like, get a single leg, and I got to work up. And I got to kick the other leg, but guide him to the ground, or he's going to think I'm an asshole or something like that.
Yeah.
When it's really, in reality, it's like, you want to flip a motherfucker, but it's like, when you're on the ground more so, say, it's like you get a submission and people kind of know, like, all right, cool, I'm fit to tap. Like, this is a position I can't get out of. Whereas, like, wrestling, you can always kind of get out of something. Yeah. Or flip somebody or throw somebody. So it's like, it's harder for me because I like wrestling. Cause I just have a low center of gravity. So it's like, if we can't get to the ground, then I don't want it to go to the ground. We ain't going to the ground until I'm in a position where I can work.
Yeah.
And the moment you put me on the ground, I'm not doing none of this shit. I'm back on my feet. I'll run across the ring to get back on my feet. You crazy.
Dude, you know what's funny is one of the first times we were doing jiu-jitsu, and it was when we were at Kazushi Club. Because he kind of tried some gyms out before he settled on Kazushi. Or no, it was at Remedy.
Yeah, it was Remedy.
So we're like doing
gi. First class I ever went to.
We're doing
first class.
It's a gi class.
We rolled in the backyard before we went down there. We posted a picture, and Trey hit him up and was like, "Oh, cool, y'all coming to class tonight, or see y'all at class tonight?" And I was like, "What?" Because I'd never been to a class. Go ahead.
And I was like, "Yeah, we'll go." So I'm like, for sure, he's gonna be my training partner because it's like how cool, the boy in the room, and we get there and we start to do like technique. We're drilling or whatnot. But when we start to do, it's something to do with the guard. I think I was trying to be in his half guard. But he started off, and he goes,
No
I was
idea.
like, why is your guard so sexy? What are you doing? He's like,
come on.
yeah, he's like,
I
come
don't
on.
know.
And he's like, I've never done this before.
Yeah, I don't know what the
And I'm
fuck
like,
doing.
that's not defending anybody. What is this? I'm going to hold you down.
Yeah. I had no idea.
Suck off my back.
But I make fun of you for that, but I do that to you guys. That move, that.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead. Because it's such a mind, like, what am I going to do? Should I pin his legs and go around? But then it's like, why would somebody so easily let me do that? It's like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
So it's like, it fucks with you a little bit. Like, you think, I might have something on this guy. But maybe you did. Maybe I'm playing with you. I'm trying to see what your body's going to do. That's what makes it so hard to roll with, like, a white belt that's, like, brand new to the sport because you can never know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't know the sport for anything, and if you're like, just have fun, what if they do some shit that you're like, whoa, I could use that?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know how to defend, and they might defend in a really weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, the gi and the no gi, it's a lot of people argue about it. You know, it's like, oh, which one's better? I can only speak because from my time in Korea, and like it was just strictly just gi. We had like one night where we do some no gi, but maybe it was just that gym. But and no disrespect to them, but the level of the guys that like Kazushi and like all around here, like the white belts or just the blue belts, so much different compared to the guys over there. I'm like, I look back and I'm like, wow, like this place is so much like just the talent. Yeah, this competition level to it is differs so much and I don't know if that's because no-gi jiu-jitsu is so much bigger now. At least it's growing, and I think it's. I mean, if it's not already taken over gi, I think it's bound to.
Yeah, for sure.
What do y'all think? Because I mean, everyone now you get into jiu-jitsu, it's like no-gi jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I'd say it's...
Gordon Ryan just came out and said in 10 years it'll be fully gone away. I don't think it'll ever be fully gone away.
Yeah.
It's like anything. It's like people still boogie board.
Well, because old people love the gi.
It's a tradition.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tradition thing, and I think
For
it's
sure.
cool to keep tradition.
Yeah.
I think that's totally important.
But I think no-gi has gotten bigger than gi 2 years ago, a year ago. You know what I mean? Like
I think
it's gotten a big
2019 hit like you hit like an acceleration point where things were like, whoa, what's going on here?
And because you can actually like use some of the shit you learn like out and about.
Yeah.
Like a lot of women are getting into it for self-defense, and they realize, oh shit, I'm good at jiu-jitsu. Then they start competing and doing X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But if you live up north though, and they got a big coat on, and you're a judo guy, or good luck with him.
That is a good point. You would think gi would be more popular up north. I mean, there are some really world famous gi gyms all over. It's still a thing because as long as IBJJF is a foundation that continues, once that starts to dip and do less events, then you will see gi because that's the only it's the NFL for jiu-jitsu in gi.
Yeah.
Once that goes away or has problems, but they never will because they charge and they don't pay. You have to pay to compete, and you don't get paid to win.
That's why it'll go.
That's why it'll stay until competitors go away.
I think that Craig Jones Invitational is gonna like spark a fire either on the ADCC or another federation. They're like, oh, these motherfuckers want money, and you can get them with money.
Well, this is the thing. Like if CJI, if Craig can figure out how to make that a thing, like how ADCC does opens, that's the end.
Which I think he can, because if he scrounges up that much money just for this one competition, just to basically piss on ADCC, and it's like, and if it actually works out, it's successful. And the way he wants to do his ring, I think, where he wants to do it with the elevated surfaces on the side.
And you've seen the model of it, right?
To make you get active. It's like, when people want to get active and get the hell up out of there, it's like, no one wants a 50-minute damn jiu-jitsu match. It's like, well, you can cut it down to 20, and you know what I'm saying?
And I think for spectators, too, it makes it so much easier to watch. You know what I mean? It's so much more digestible when you don't have, like, people are forcing you have to get active.
Yeah, you have
know
to
what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it's so much easier to watch. You know?
Because then at some point, like, you'll watch some of those matches, dude, you're 45 minutes in, and it's like,
and
he
nothing
finally
is
got him
happening.
with darts. It's like, I don't really care now.
Yeah, he
it's
just
like,
passed the guard.
It's like,
you're like,
it's like one of them just got tired because who's going to roll for, like, you watch some of Gordon's matches. Or like that match he did with Felipe Pena, just quit after like 50 minutes. He was like, dude, this is just pointless.
Yeah.
He
like,
basically just gave up.
This is basically how they're going to be doing the event at the Thomas Mack Arena, the CJI. I think the walls are going to be a little shorter.
Yeah, I think
and
it'll be-
angled a little more, but
this is-
still, regardless, this is basically
This
this.
is when you hit the triangle.
On the
This guy.
wall, which is like
wild.
when a sport is so new. And I'm not talking about no-gi. I'm talking about you got to consider
Alex
it.
Burr?
No, that's
Sure,
Phil
that's
Rowe.
Go back.
That
Oh, you
was
talking
his.
about the dude in
That
the
was
crowd?
his trainer. No, that was
No,
his.
go look. That's Alex Burr right behind him. Is that not Alex Burr?
Where?
Where?
Watch when he moves.
Yeah, that
That
is.
is
Yeah, because that's his coach.
Okay, what do you want to do? Kiss him?
No, I just wanted to say.
All right, dude. Yeah.
Super.
But what I'm saying is, you when a sport thing has a new fold, like this wall thing, this pit being a new fold to the thing, people are only going to be able to do things for the first time, and like what I'm getting at is that triangle off of the wall.
They're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, that's not going to be as easy to pull a year from now because people are going to be like, don't go near the wall or round, like circle away from it, do certain things. But people are going to be able to pull things that are flashy and super cool right away, right now, because people are still figuring out the wall.
Yeah.
So you can game plan. It's like in NASCAR when they come out with a new body type. Like you can game plan and get ahead of the field and really like create a gap. But then whenever everybody else figures out those little tips and tricks,
And I honestly
competition becomes a lot tighter.
I think that also helps with the clout of CJI.
Oh,
Because
for sure.
you're gonna
It's
see
such a
some
cool
shit-
thing.
You're gonna see some shit where you're like, holy
Yeah.
if I didn't even know,
Oh
didn't
my
even know
God.
that was possible. And the clips and shit that are gonna come out of that event.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking
bro.
of, since we are talking about CJI, just the people involved, both the Rutolo brothers are in the lighter weight. They're both in the same weight class, the under 88 kilos and the over 88 kilos. There's 2 weight divisions, and they're doing it by rounds. I might have ordered that. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. They have a layaway position or option.
Where's the fight held at? Like what state?
It's this.
CJI?
Yeah, it's
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Thomas Macarena, it's like a mile and a half from T-Mobile.
Yeah.
And they're doing ADCC at.
Yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
it.
Same weekend.
CJI is Friday, Saturday, and technically you could say ADCC is Friday as well because they do like
They
a
do the open
expo for
and
the
expo.
event. But ADCC is Saturday, Sunday. So technically, if you want to go and spend money the correct way and see everything, you would want to do like Friday, Saturday at CJI and then Sunday at ADCC because you can always rewatch the preliminary fights and then watch the finals live on both events.
Yeah.
And within reason, they're walking distance if you walk fast as hell, and you don't know the time frames of when they're doing this. Like ADCC, we were there, and it was, 13, 14 hours?
Dude, we got
From
there
start
at,
to
like,
finish every day?
First matches started at like 10 or something, and they had, some kind of cool walkout shit that they want to do. So you get there at like 9, and then we're there till like 11 o'clock at night, like watching fucking
Yeah,
fights.
and our flight got a little iffy on the first day there, so we didn't get there till after, the Friday of the thing, you can meet everybody. You're walking around with everyone in the arena, like where they're gonna be mats at and everything. And Casey took pictures with Gordon and all these people, and you're like, fuck. By the time we landed and we were walking, they were leaving the thing, so we missed it completely. But I think CJI is gonna do some shit like that too. So this weekend, if you're in Vegas, for this weekend, not this weekend, but that is such a perfect weekend to be a part of jiu-jitsu, and for it to all be in one thing I think is the key, because you can't do this event in 2 different locations. The point is to put pressure on ADCC. And now that Craig has done all this, everything that he was trying to accomplish has been done for ADCC. They've raised the payouts. They've now created an attendance fee. So anybody competing is getting paid to just be there.
Oh, yeah, like a show up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pay to fight type thing.
yeah, we're messing
Pay
that
to
up.
show up. I don't know.
Show pay. What is it?
Something like that.
It's something like that. But you're getting an appearance fee or whatever. So I know ADCC is different, but ADCC it's $2,500 per competitor now, regardless. But the catch to that is that $2,500. If you win, I think they bumped everything up to 20 grand. If you win first, and then the absolute's 40 still. So if you win 20, that 2,500 that you got to show up isn't 2,200 or 2,250. You're just getting 20,000 regardless.
Right.
So 2,500 is just hey, if you get subbed, you got $2,500. We're not adding 2,500 to the end of every total, which is weird. You should get that. Hey, yo, I showed up. Period.
Yeah.
Craig, you're getting $10,001 to just show up.
Yeah.
Like you could show up and you throw up on the mat and you got $10,001 and then $1 million to win, which is crazy because like he said this a few times and I've never really thought about it numbers wise. But if you win $1 million, but if you get second place, you get $990,000 less. You would ruin anybody in this fan group for life. You're not walking for life if I get an ankle.
Yeah.
I love you, but like $990,000.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's crazy. And I honestly think, I mean, you know, after you said that, I mean, it's changing a lot of the shit for ADCC, but dude, I think
even the women
year-
competitors got bumped up to what the guys are getting paid, I think, for like winning.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to step on what you said, but I forgot to say that.
Just not a lot of money.
And that's the absolute 40 grand, not the winning the division. I think is 20.
That's so just
The absolute's 40.
So how many matches would that be?
In the absolute,
Yeah, to win.
the absolute is like if everybody, you never know because it's like you got to win your division or be invited at the end of the thing. I think you have to place, you have to medal to be able to, because if you lose, I don't think they allow you to do whatever. But if you win your division, you only have to win 4 matches.
Okay.
So it's like $2,500 a match. But you're arguably going against top 10 in the world, top 7 in the world, top 2, the best guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, and then Gordon gets to fight Felipe the first night.
Yeah.
That just got announced. And then Yuri the second night. And they got like a side bet for the Felipe match still. But
Oh, him and Gordon and Felipe?
yeah, because remember they had that bet match for who's number 1.
Yeah.
He got triangle on him off the wall.
Yeah, and it's probably like 2 minutes from now or something.
Did y'all see that clip of was it Marab, like tuning up a bunch of like D1 wrestlers at one of their practices?
No.
Yeah.
What college?
I forgot what the college was. I'm pretty sure it was a college. It wasn't high school.
It's probably Rutgers. Rutgers does a lot of open stuff from the
I forgot who
public.
it were, but I mean, he was just tuning up all of them, and it was.
They're
it was
like
fun
much
to
bigger
watch.
guys.
No, I mean they're collegiate wrestlers. I mean they're you know they're.
Have you guys seen the?
Time and he's. I mean, I believe doesn't he have a wrestling background? Rob does, or I'm not sure.
I mean, with the last name Dewalish, you got to have some sort of wrestling.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Have you guys been seeing that guy on Instagram? And I think he was kind of sparked up by Bradley Martin, like the whole idea of him. But he's like a D1 guy.
Yes.
$1,000 to take me down, and he goes against security guys,
yeah.
and they're like they make you look small.
Right.
They're like his height, but your build, and he just fucking makes them look
Where
like.
do you wrestle? I don't know.
Who
where he
is
wrestles.
I don't know.
I know exactly. Who
I
you're
don't know
talking
how to
about.
search Instagram for him.
Yeah,
but he's all over
I know who you're
Instagram.
talking about, yeah.
See if I can Google it.
Nah, he's good. Yeah, no.
Just type in take me down for
He just did it
1,000.
with Logan Paul like not too long ago.
I didn't get to see that one, but I saw. I think it was like Waka Flocka's security. I saw like.
That's quick.
But it's like the people he's taking down make Bradley Martin look small.
Yeah, no, they're like 6'6", like 400-pound dudes.
Yeah, and they're all of course super confident. They're like, "What do you out of 5? What do you think you can take me down?"
Speed, like the guy.
He's crazy.
He's crazy. Fast.
His snap downs, and then he goes around like, dude, his duck hunters are
There's a
crazy.
black dude who wrestles who didn't wrestle in college or anything.
Oh, yeah.
the beach.
He kind of always looks like sloppy looking,
Yes, yeah.
but he's so good.
Yeah, he looks really sloppy. He like dresses homeless almost.
Yes.
But he's like a really good wrestler.
He's got a sleeper build, but like he shreds city.
Yeah, he's just a really small black dude. He was like, I didn't play in college or anything like that. I was like, just learned it on my own. I like teach his classes and shit for it.
Yeah, they're like famous like ankle pick at the beach.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you do that, why is there any avenue for him to compete? Like, because you can't just go into college competitions.
No,
You can't go get.
no. He makes contests and he coaches classes now.
So that's the only avenue, really. Because other than like going for,
Yeah,
can you do USA wrestling if you don't have a college background?
I think if you win at the trial, I think you got to just go
So
to the
you
trial.
don't have to have like a school backing you into a trial.
Yeah, you can roll for Team USA, but it's like hard to get in the door with just being. I'm pretty sure if you went like competitions and shit, and then they would obviously be like, yeah.
That's a sick rash guard, isn't it?
It's pretty.
Hypothetically, if that was on me, how good out of 10
They make really
would
cool
I
shit.
look?
All right, what the hell?
Robin Thicke,
That's aggressive.
Robin Black.
Yeah.
Is he always doing crazy shit like this?
I've never seen his face like that.
Because this is wild.
Have you guys ever
Was this
seen?
like Day of the Dead or something out there? Is this
Alright,
this is
might
in Puerto
have
Rico,
been
ain't it?
Oh, I see the
Very
things in the
well.
background.
This,
Yeah, you're right.
This may be
might Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead.
But this
Deal.
is in Abu Dhabi. I'm pretty
Is
sure.
it? I thought they ain't. I thought they didn't play all that over there in Abu Dhabi.
This is Mexico.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's
Yeah,
right,
this is
'cause
Mexico,
They did a
yeah.
podcast on the top of a roof.
Yeah, because I don't think they play all this shit in Abu Dhabi.
No, they do.
You can do. I thought in Abu Dhabi you can't do all this crazy shit.
Or Saudi Arabia. What
One of them over
I
there,
don't
you
know the
can't-
difference, and I'm being very vulnerable. with
Sure,
you guys
buddy.
saying that.
Dhabi's AUV, right?
I don't know that location over there.
Yeah.
United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
Is that fucking what's his
Mike,
name?
yes.
Wow.
They have a lot of crazy shit going on over there. But did you guys ever see the Foxcatcher thing?
No. What's that?
Like Team Foxcatcher? Really, nobody?
Is this some jiu-jitsu shit?
No, it's like Team USA. There was this dude. Look up Foxcatcher's guy's name, like the main guy, the money guy. It'll pop up. It's like
It's like a Team USA wrestling type thing.
yes. So like
Does
they
Bo
there was
Nickel
real,
wrestle for USA?
Team USA. I think
Or
he
is it
has.
just Jordan
What
Burroughs?
am I supposed to be looking up?
I think it's
Foxcatcher money guy?
it's not DuPont, is it? Yeah. No, Foxcatcher. Who owned Foxcatcher? I don't want to say the thing why he would be pulled up because it's gonna give away the thing.
What did he do?
Anyways, this dude had like I think it's DuPont. He had money. I can't remember how he had money, but he had this.
Max Fry, Dan Tharp. Nope.
No, those are the wrestlers.
John DuPont's money.
Yes, John DuPont. So
Valentin Yordanov.
he had a facility. He built like a wrestling facility on his property because he wanted to support USA Wrestling. I don't know what he did before that, but like he's kind of a weird guy off. Real frail, skinny guy. Couldn't never wrestle on like any sort of like.
Major federation. or anything
Yeah.
like that.
But he was just like obsessed with the sport, so he funded people into USA Wrestling. Well, he got kind of like senile and I don't know what all like what is the D one?
Dementia.
Dementia. I think he kind of got that, and he started buying guns and stuff, and it's a crazy documentary. Like
Did you
there's
shoot up Team USA or something?
absolutely.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
the best guy in the world at the time.
How old is this?
This is you again. What is the name of the guy that he shot? I cannot remember his fucking name, but he was like so fucking good. He was about to compete for.
Why he was just wrestling in his gym? He just
They all lived on his property because he had so much money. He had houses everywhere, and the guys that he really loved.
he would give them houses and places to stay, free place
Yep,
to train.
their entire family could stay in this house.
And then he
Everybody
just-
had their own individual house. They all trained at his facility. And one morning, he was like woke up a little weird, went over to visit said guy. I can't remember his fucking name.
Did he die? Did the dude die?
Yeah, he shot him dead right there in front of his wife too. His wife is on the doorstep, and he's like, God, I want to say it's like Mark something. John DuPont shot Foxcatcher.
Dave Schultz.
Yeah.
Dave Schultz. That's also a really good movie. It's like that's the guy that everybody thinks is super attractive, Channing Tatum. He looks ugly as shit. But Steve Carell is John DuPont in the movie.
What?
Mark Ruffalo's in it. But that's the real guy on the right, Mark Schultz. And then that's John
he
DuPont in the
looks-
middle. But like all these people were training there, and he just got a little weird and went over there to fucking kill him. Nobody knows why.
Is the dude still alive?
It said he died in 2010.
Yeah.
Damn.
But it's crazy because, I mean, nobody gave a shit about the sport, and he did, and he just flooded it with money because he just has money. DuPont's got to be paint, isn't it?
That's sad, man.
DuPont?
DuPont in that paint?
Oh, they were like a chemical plant for a long time.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Well, dude, watching the documentary, it's crazy. Like, if you have any interest in wrestling,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful documentary. I think it's on Netflix right now.
That's almost as bad as Mr.
Yeah,
Hands.
Shit
Foxcatcher
up,
documentary.
Playboy.
All right. That's it right there. Team Foxcatcher on Netflix. It's so fucking good, but I'll let that play in the background. Is there anything you guys want? Look how fucking weird he is. and 88. I wouldn't
88.
even nut in my dad's
Oh, that's
balls
a fucking
yet.
compound for you right there.
Dude, I mean, it was
Damn.
huge. But, hey, you can probably notice, like, Team Foxcatcher merch. Have you ever noticed any of the Team B stuff? Or B Team?
Team stuff.
They just dropped one that was like that.
Really?
Yeah,
they're
Foxcatcher
like-
Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh man.
He makes fun of everything, so you just really got to be on another level to see all the jokes that he makes. Like, you get the
So he made all this
Bulls
shit on
jersey,
his
right?
Right.
But you know it's a team, but you know what a bull is?
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing that's cucking your wife.
Yes.
That's the play on the Bulls.
Oh. I just thought he was doing it because Jordan was the GOAT and he just wanted to make something off his.
No, look, that's Schultz. Like, he was a fucking madman. He won everything, basically.
I wonder why he killed the best of the people.
That was his, like, his favorite person,
God.
too. I don't know what it was about. I
You
don't
think
know
he
if
was jealous because he wanted the life that he had?
I don't think it was a jealousy thing. If you watch the documentary, he's so weird. He's so off. He's so, like...
The whole time he is?
I mean, it gets worse, and he starts getting more secluded, and he does that. Like, he'll do this.
Who the fuck is it? Clint Eastwood?
Dang.
He's fucking crazy, dude.
Signs. Those are signs.
Watch this. Y'all should watch this together in the nude, you know?
Was he the coach? That's him?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that him?
him.
He was a coach of him too?
Yes, and they would treat him like Putin. Like, they would let him fuck him up. Like, he'd be out there on the mats, like, acting, and they'd be like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know? Because
Yes, he
he would
can't
fund
lose.
everything. Look at him.
Yeah.
It's a good documentary, bro.
Man.
It's
I'm gonna watch
kind of
it.
older now. It's like 5 or 6 years.
Oh, shit.
But it gets
Shooting guns,
so
yeah.
fucking good. So much real footage is in it. And it's historic because it shows you, like, the
And
competitions and,
to
stuff.
circle back, why you should have a gun in your home.
Nice wrap.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
To circle back to the first thing we talked about, which is why you should
That's
have
true,
a
that's
gun in your home.
Well, we're going to get out of here. Is there anything you guys want to plug? Anybody competing at the
No, but Devin makes wood stuff.
Yeah, dude. You made them fish?
Yeah, I did.
That was fucking dope. Did you see the
Thanks.
fish? Somebody
the
pull up
fish?
the fish thing.
Talk about your fishies.
Yeah, that was really
Got
sick.
pictures of
Yeah. He made me a turtle
I like fish and stuff.
for when I leave. That was the whole point of this podcast. I'm leaving, guys. Love you.
Oh,
Fuck,
sick.
dude. We didn't even say
Mahi?
nothing about you moving.
Damn, that's fire.
My bad, bro.
Yeah, so Devin
Colorado bound,
Gibson
right?
on Facebook, he makes fishes. He can make you
What's up,
anything out of wood.
Oh, dude, I actually made a sweet duck the other day for my buddy Zach.
It might be the first time anybody said that. Made a sweet
Oh,
dog.
that's tight.
Oh,
Is
Yeah.
that the?
Right.
It looks like the Redhead logo or something, right? Or is it based
Yeah,
off
it's pretty
of that?
close.
Close
yeah.
to it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's fire, dude.
Maybe I'll make one. You guys put it up in here.
Hell yeah, dude.
What
That
would
shit
be?
on the
No,
wall.
you should make a cock.
All right.
Not like a
I
dick,
could do
like
that.
a
Alright.
rooster.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Wherever your mind goes when you think a cock.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, man. June's over with now.
But yeah, dude, you're fucking leaving. Are you leaving this week or what's going
Me
on?
and him are heading out Saturday about noon to make the trip over. We're
Yeah.
stopping in Amarillo, so going to Amarillo from here, and then
Isn't that a good song?
Amarillo by morning. Yeah, so we're literally Amarillo by morning, leaving Saturday, and I'll get there Monday. We're gonna stay in Amarillo for that Sunday, and then drive up Monday morning because I can't check in to my apartment till Monday.
Damn.
So yeah, making the stride up, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll be back though.
R.I.P.
exciting
to the
shit,
boy.
though.
Yeah, we're gonna go to 10th Planet while we're up there.
He's
10th
gonna
Planet
almost
Denver.
follow you over there.
Where you moving to? Where you going with the lady gal?
Phoenix, yeah.
Phoenix?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a hop, skip, and a jump. What do you mean?
Yeah. It'll be like February before we get over.
Where
there.
you-
How do you
February.
feel about that?
Yeah, you know, some people are just like, fuck them, you know?
You're really hurt.
Yeah, no, I'm not hurt at all, dude.
Yeah. What granted the move or what, you know?
Dude, I mean, shit, I've been here 25 years.
That's
you know?
how I feel.
Oh
Like, I've
my
been here
God,
10
dude, you were
anywhere
fucking
but here.
born.
I've
Yeah.
never been anywhere but
You-
here.
But why Phoenix?
Dude, we live in a great area.
We went
though.
over, so we went over like 6-8 months ago, and I like fell in love with it over there.
That's
The
how I felt.
golf is absolutely
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Like Mesa?
There's shit to do all the time.
Have you? Did you go to Sedona?
Yeah, gorgeous, dude.
Isn't it
It's
beautiful?
fucking,
The
it's
Red
insane,
Rocks?
dude.
Yeah.
The commercial real estate game is like
Poppin',
nonstop.
yeah.
So like that side of it, and that's like I'm transitioning to commercial now. I do a lot of that.
Yeah.
So like for me seeing all that, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
there's so much to do.
Go to the
Like,
Waste Management Open. How sick!
See,
is
that is the time I
So-
want to go.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't give a shit
Yeah.
about golf, but I saw
so
that.
mu-
That
so
looks
much
fun
fun.
as fuck.
Yeah, it does.
That was the same way I was at Denver.
Yeah,
When
it's-
I went to go visit my school and shit, and I was just because I didn't have an itinerary, so me and my sister just woke up every day and drove around. Like
Yeah.
we would just open up Google Maps, click on a mountain, and drive to it.
Yeah.
And we just drove to like this little town like right outside of Boulder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just beautiful red brick everywhere. The town was still asleep. It was early in the morning, and it just looked like so fucking dope. And we just watched the sunrise off this cliff. And you just see people like walking up.
It's
mountains
a different world.
and you're just like oh, because don't
It's
get me wrong, like
super cool.
the beach here is great and it's beautiful and it's gorgeous, but I've lived 5 minutes from it my whole life.
Yeah.
I kind of take it for granted. Like, I'm not a big fisherman like these guys are. I'm not a big
That's
hunter.
the only thing that's gonna fuck me up, dude.
Is
Is not
fishing,
being able to fish at all.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
get
like
into fly
so
fishing.
ready.
I don't want to
I'm
sound
gonna
like an idiot,
figure
but you're
some
not close
shit
to
out,
water in
yeah.
Arizona? Isn't there lakes and shit?
There's like late, but it's not like
It's
Man,
not
it's
like
not
offshore
like
fishing
you
here,
can
kind of.
catching
Yeah.
redfish
Yeah,
off
I'm
the
not-
How
Yeah.
far are you from the coast? Like, what is the closest coast?
few
to,
hours.
Arizona.
It would be in
California,
Mexico,
wouldn't
State.
it?
Go
South.
to California.
you could go.
Or
Yeah,
Texas.
you could go.
Yeah.
west. Honestly, I talked to Cam about that, and he was like, "Bro, he was like, I'll hook you up with my dudes over there, so you can do some charter shit while you're over there." Because he did like commercial bluefin stuff over there.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can go work for a couple days with him and just like so you can go fish.
Right.
So I was like, that's tight, but it's still not the same of like
It's a different type of
20
fish.
minutes
Yeah,
away,
and I know
40
like
miles
I got
offshore,
family here,
like-
so I'll always be back, and I can always Pensacola's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But like I fell in love with Colorado. Like
Dude, the
I
picture
played-
you
I
sent us,
fell in love
dude,
with
I could have
Colorado.
cried looking at it.
Dude, bro, it was just because the beach,
gorgeous.
as gorgeous as it is, it still makes noise. There's still noise when you're
Ooh,
when
yeah.
you're when you're relaxing on the beach. The waves are still hitting.
Yeah.
There's still something to kind of preoccupy that first voice in your mind.
Yeah.
When you're up there and you're watching the sunrise, dude, and it's fucking nothing.
Nothing.
You're just you and your thoughts. Kind of it's just the sun. Kind of
Yeah.
you can see like the city off in the distance. Oh, dude, didn't want to leave this. Didn't want to. My goal is to like make enough money to buy a house in a mountain, like
Yeah.
in the
So you
side of a
don't
mountain.
have- yeah.
So I can just like experience that shit every day. Like, I was up there driving around. I found a place I want to get married. I never even thought about marriage. I found a place I want to get married at. I found a place I want to build a house at.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, this is gorgeous.
When we
It
stayed
is,
in,
man.
we went and stayed in Sedona for a night because she was like, "You have to go see. Like, if we're up here, you got to go see this, right?" So we went and stayed in this hotel, and then like the next morning, we went to a little coffee shop, and it was like over the mountains, right? But it had a little balcony kind of on the back side of it, and we went
Was
out
there
there.
like a McDonald's like 5 minutes down the road?
blue thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear to God, we were at that. Me and my wife on
And-
our honeymoon at that same, and you look out
It's
on the
fucking-
patio, and there's.
Oh my
just
God, did y'all just
red
become best
mountains,
friends?
dude.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was
Brother.
like 7, 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Bro, we sat out
Maybe
there and
he
I was
won't
like,
leave.
"This is
Yes.
fucking awesome." Like
Yeah.
I didn't think about
Bro,
anything.
it's
I was
just so good. It's
yeah.
so gorgeous out
Yeah.
there, bro. It's so
So
gorgeous out
it
there.
is,
Because
man.
I never thought like I'd leave here, more or less. But when I got into school, it was either here or Virginia. I mean, it was either Denver or Virginia, and I was like,
Nah,
clearly the
Virginia,
option is
right.
Clearly the option is different. And when I went out there, I was thinking like, oh, it's a big town, like it's gonna be a big city vibe.
Yeah.
You get there and you realize like, oh, it's not as big as people make
There's
it seem like it's just
still-
New York in the mountains, and it's not.
But there's
It's
so
not.
many little like
Yeah.
in Phoenix, there's like so many little subcategories
Yeah, there's
of
like
little
4 little towns.
So
Yeah.
it's like
within-
you're
like,
going to
like
there's-
in the whole state
Yeah.
of Colorado, there's like
And you're in a good
4 or 5
central
major
location
cities.
for things that come
Yeah,
through.
you got like Denver, the outskirts of
Oh,
Denver.
yeah.
You got Boulder, and then you got
Yeah.
Colorado Springs down south. That's it, really.
Yeah.
Those are 3 major cities,
Yeah.
and Colorado Springs is military based.
Yeah.
So it's like cool, I feel at home because we went down there and visited too, and you just see like there was a restaurant called the Rabbit Hole, and it's like in an old train station.
Yeah.
Like you got to walk down, like you're going on a subway type shit, and it's literally just like the greatest fucking bar.
You
Yeah.
you'll ever
you
have.
mentioned that you said you feel like you could fall in love and get married over there. What is his name?
What is his name? Devin Gibson. People already thought we were gay.
Okay, dude, I'm
Okay, I
taking.
really
I'm
have to
flattered,
go.
but I'm
It seems like
taking.
he's staying. Hey, he's got to get out of here.
yeah.
Okay.
Anything y'all want to plug?
No,
No.
love you guys. Thanks for having
While
us.
we're doing these, y'all sign the wall. You see those
Yes.
metal pins right there? Sign
Okay.
that wall of fame behind you.
You do that right
I'm
over
going
the
to
other.
shout out one of our sweet sponsors. This is Asesinato Tequila. Born in Pensacola, Florida, and crafted in Tequila, Jalisco, Mexico. Every step of our tequila making process is done with the utmost care of Destiladora del Valle de Tequila. Our humidors
All right,
harvest
he's
only the
flexing
highest
on 'em.
quality, fully mature agave plants from both highlands and lowlands, giving our
Y'all can have
tequila
some.
its naturally complex notes and smooth finish.
I just
The
want-
humidors then slow roast them in traditional brick ovens and distill the tequila into handmade copper stills
Go
before
ahead.
they repose in oak barrels. Yeah, so they've got all kinds of cool stuff. Asesinato Tequila, we are super stoked to be, partnered with them. So if you guys are looking to get any tequila
good.
or any just merch, they have some badass merch too. Their website is thebesttequilaever.com or Asesinato Tequila or at Asesinato Tequila. And if you go on there and you're ordering some shit, use our code PeopleSuck for 10%?
15.
15% off. So yeah, order you some tequila, order you a shirt, hat, all kinds of good shit. You can find it online at thebesttequilaever.com. So
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And Asesinato Tequila is the Instagram handle.
Yeah.
If you guys want to get like a partner tattoo, you know, he might be going away forever, Mountain Man. If y'all want to like a group tattoo, Johnny Mumbles at
Mumbles.
Sacred Grounds
He's
Tattoo.
He's the
Studio.
guy.
Yeah, he already has done so many good pieces on so many good people. You could add 2 more to that list. I don't know if he's hit y'all yet, but
He's the guy.
y'all gotta get like, I don't know, little chocolate starfishes, little
I know he-
assholes.
We have matching tattoos.
Hot dog water.
Me and him have.
Is that undefeated logo or something?
No, it literally is just 4 lines because it was 4 of us at the time. It means nothing. He didn't get it with us.
Wow.
I just haven't gotten it yet.
Well, maybe we could be the new 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on now.
Hey, do you guys want to get one?
Well, hey, fuck these 2. They're leaving.
Oh, dude, ask Johnny.
Might be the new 3.
Yeah,
there you
true.
go.
Yeah.
Come on.
But ask Johnny, does he? Because I know he hates animation. Not hates anime, but I know it's not his style. He does more like realism shit. So I want him to finish my sleeve, but I know he hates my tattoo style. So I've been afraid to go back to him.
He can figure it out. He's a
No,
great
and
artist.
he beautifully
Yeah,
did
he-
it. But I know he didn't post it, so it hurt my feelings because I know he only posts his realism stuff.
He
So-
just dropped his eyeball. That's crazy.
and I know he doesn't want more people to come to him for anime shit. But his lines are so fucking crisp.
Yeah.
It's like even if like he just because this was just a picture, so he didn't have to freehand anything really. But it's also just like he did so fucking good. I want him to finish the rest of my sleeve, but I'm like I don't want to switch up the art style on it because I know I know his style is more of like a realism, black and gray kind of thing, and he was whipping out colors and all this other stuff. But he's just so good.
Yeah.
Check him
It's
out,
like-
dude. At a Sacred Grounds Tattoo Studio on Instagram and at Johnny Mumbles. As you can tell, the episode that comes out after this, he literally mumbles. You can barely hear him on the episode.
Oh, y'all got him on. Y'all got him on.
Yeah, we got him for $250. Y'all are $249.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Johnny, man. Johnny was dope.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, thank y'all for coming. We appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having us,
Shit,
man.
dude. Seriously. Hell yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We're getting the fuck up out of here. We love you.
We love ya.
Yee, yee, yee.